Okay, now we're recording. Hello, everybody! Welcome back. What is this, episode 6 now? I've lost count, even though I just looked like 2 minutes ago.
I think it might be episode 5.
Maybe. I don't know. Whatever episode it is, I'll figure it out later when I'm actually editing. Welcome back. Last time, we had less people than we do now, because now we have everyone except for Cat, Map, and Rock, which is sad, because that means the Goblin has no more exploding rocks.
Or does he?
Speaking of which, we met the Goblin. And I did make his character sheet. He's ready. And I guess we'll now see what he can do. But other than that, it was just kind of a side questing episode. They went to the fort, raided it, got the Goblin, and they still have no idea what the Goblin wanted with the place. I'm pretty sure. I don't think you all ever figured that out.
He said he didn't know.
Oh, he knew.
So wait,
he knew.
Why is he here, Goblin? What is happening? Wait, what?
Yeah, you weren't here.
We raided a fort.
Yeah.
Well, he wanted to kill us.
To kill a guy.
Why?
To prove another guy innocent. Or to at least pardon him.
Why?
Because there was only 3 people here and we couldn't do the main quest.
Oh.
We would have.
That's why.
We would have fucking died.
Yes.
I was sleeping.
I don't remember. What was I doing? Why wasn't I here last week?
I don't know. That's up to
Hair.
you. You should know that.
Hair.
Oh yeah, I was. I was getting my haircut. Man, they fucked it up. It was annoying, and I didn't even get to get dyed either. I was angry.
So, I wanted to start off this time with Magic Man. Because he stole all the gold and said he'd give it back to the players after they got back to the bar. And then they start trying to kill the Goblin.
And, you know, time skipped to after that.
Since we don't have Rock, who is kind of the main force in that whole thing, we're going to go ahead and just pretend that, you know, the Goblin's immortal and continue on.
Yeet it. Though I probably could if I wanted to just pick him up and fly over to an ocean.
He still wouldn't die.
I know, but it'd be funny.
Because Magic Man would just teleport him back.
I never said he would die, but it'd be funny to watch him drop into an ocean.
What the shit?
Magic Man is basically the group's Stan from JoJo.
Except,
That's what he is.
Except instead of purely helping us, he just fucks with us.
So,
I missed.
he just threw his hand at the fighter.
Is
She will slash you in half with her long sword, I think is what she has.
What?
That's the sound that he makes.
That's the sound Plant Boy makes. He's basically just a fucking
Behold,
mandrake.
the sound of a startled radish.
Anyway, so you all are in the bar, and Magic Man is standing amidst you. Don't you fucking dare. Put the giant-ass dice away.
That's not a way.
I don't trust you because you're going to peek the mic with those damn things. That's still pretty loud.
What in the...
That's even louder.
It rolled a
It
1.
kind of is.
I failed without trying.
Use tiny dice so they're not fucking loud as shit.
That's exactly why I bring the big dice. Big dice are for big moments.
Speaking of which, does everyone have dice?
Nope.
Yes.
She needs dice.
She has dice now. Don't worry.
What in the hell is my computer doing?
Are you going to give her
It's
one of
not
your
letting me
sets?
roll.
I'm
What
gonna
the
borrow
fuck?
one of my sets for this round.
Look,
Understood.
it's just moving my screen around.
Hey, by the way, Dylan,
I need to reset my
does that
computer.
other shop have dice in it?
The one downtown, like the
one
comic
over-
book store?
The one that way, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Medieval
dice.
comics or whatever it's called. It
How long
has,
did the Windows update
You know when
take?
they
How long did your Windows update take?
costs like 50 cents a dice or something.
15, 20 minutes.
I know one
Well,
with
I just
Yeah.
updated my computer.
Yeah.
I was trying to
They
reset
have
it. It won't
sets
let
is
me
what I'm
just
asking.
reset it.
You can't, you have to restart and update.
No,
Fuck.
maybe.
I hate the
think
new
they
update.
have
Oh
a few
god, it's
sets.
disgusting.
Okay.
I mean, I keep all my files organized myself, so...
No, it organizes it for you. And you have no option.
Well, I don't keep them in my downloads. I put it in, like, separate folders. So, that's probably... I probably won't have much of a big deal with it.
Maybe not. I just chuck everything in my downloads and I know where everything is. And
Yeah.
now it just fucked that all up and I'm kind of annoyed about it.
It's almost like you should have been organizing it.
That was them organizing it.
I did. There's like 30 folders in my downloads.
Only 30?
Roughly.
Bro, put shit in like documents and pictures and videos.
Yeah, that's...
I got like
Nah.
over
I do.
125 folders on my computer, sort of things.
Anyway.
Folders and subfolders. Things like
Enough about my shitty organizing systems. You're all in the bar with Magic Man, and he's kind of sitting there, floating in the air, thinking about something. He says, "So, I've kind of started counting all the gold that we got from this fort, and I started to notice something that I thought was a little strange."
Magic Man, your voice is different.
Did I change his voice? What the fuck was his voice?
I don't know, but it was really eccentric and high energy.
Hold on, let me pull up one of the episodes.
What in the hell?
Yes,
My computer.
I'm the Magic Man.
Yeah, that actually was pretty close. Minus the.
Ah, yes, he's the Magic Man.
No.
No, that's too.
I'm pulling up one of the episodes. I won't fucking hear it. Wait, did part 4 have Magic Man? Yeah, we're on part 5 now, so
Ah, I was right.
Part 4 was where he was introduced.
hold on.
Part 4 isn't where he was.
Okay.
introduced.
Hello, welcome
No,
to
it's
YouTube
not.
side of things.
Shit, is that
This is the
quiet?
stream where we all die.
He was introduced part.
Where's
No.
hold on.
I didn't take 15 minutes. It took like 2 minutes. My computer's updated now. Never mind, it's not.
Also, I changed my personality traits to annoying and endearing.
Who kills the main villain off so
You know what I turned
quickly?
mine into?
What?
Parties normally. You want to wait.
Put these on your laptop.
Because
She's
mine-
disgusting.
No match.
How much damage was
That
it?
is pretty bad.
The personality
7.
traits are
Understood.
deadly.
And
He's
disgusting.
alive.
My ideals are murderous. My
How
bonus
does
are
it work?
death, and my flaw is
Fine.
living.
I have no idea. Okay, I'll just attempt Magic Man's voice.
So, normal college student.
Mm-hmm.
Flaw. Not been
Everything's
hit
a
by a bus
college
yet.
student.
Dang.
Anyway, so I'll keep trying Magic Man's voice. Just tell me when I actually hit the nail on the head with it. So, I noticed something weird about the gold.
There you go.
It's counterfeit.
Exactly.
What?
A lot of it is fake. So I think the people in this fort were not only being a bunch of assholes, but they were faking money and putting it into circulation. Because it did seem very real until I started, actually messing with it.
So what you
But there was some of it that was real. So I think what they were doing is they were leading with gold that was actually real, and then buying things in bulk with fake gold.
Ah, you mean the old slates are real?
Essentially, yes.
Don't forget.
So, out of the gold that is real, I will give you all part of that. And
Okay.
Magic Man pulls out a small pouch and hands everyone 20 pieces of gold.
And we'll have to put that in the Discord.
No.
Put it in Discord.
We're not going to do that right now. God, Joker hasn't spent her gold.
I haven't either.
But I'm also going to ask Magic Man, do you have any of the fake gold yet left?
Oh, yes, there's plenty of fake gold.
What is it made out of if it is fake?
You take
He looks and he says, I'm not entirely sure. I haven't quite figured it out yet.
Is it an alloy?
It seems to be. But,
Wait, out of character. Would I know what an alloy is?
what's your intelligence?
10.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I
Okay.
try to check what this is?
Yeah, you would be able to probably figure it out yourself. Because you are a blacksmith.
14 plus. What would I even?
I would just add proficiency because, you're a blacksmith.
16.
So, are you asking him for a piece of gold now?
Yes.
Magic Man snaps his fingers and a piece of gold appears in your hand. And you can tell that it seems to be some sort of titanium.
Oh.
Medium.
Wouldn't that
Strong
be more
metal.
valuable than gold, in a way? But
It's
That's
better for,
platinum.
making weapons and whatnot, but not really currency.
Mm.
You could sell it to a blacksmith for a pretty penny.
Yes.
So what is it made of? Do you know?
Titanium. Strong metal for armor and swords, but to make currency out of it, I don't see why they do that. Unless it is quite rare, but if it's plentiful on this island, I could see why.
Magic Man looks at you and says, it's incredible you could just tell it by touching it. Jesus Christ, are you sure you're not the Magic Man?
I definitely licked this piece of
By taste and touch alone, it's still
Who
impressive.
ate it?
Oh, that's disgusting.
I can tell by the tang of the alloy.
I mean, that is actually one of the ways to tell what a metal is.
Then again, this metal's probably been
painted over and
Like
all kinds of shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like copper is still.
You hold on the iron, and you still smell iron on your hand, even if it's painted.
Like copper is more of an electric
Yeah.
taste. Iron is.
Magic Man looks around and says, "I bought about 200 pieces of that steel."
Let's make weapons.
Would we be able to forge these into weapons or daggers of some sort?
If you could find a forge, then possibly.
We've encountered some forges, haven't we, when we destroyed the cursed dagger?
Well, yes, but I doubt you could commandeer them for any of your own use. And I don't see why a blacksmith would be willing to melt down old coins.
I'm gonna ask the Magic Man, like, Magic Man,
Oh.
may I get some of those coins for my own games?
Depends what exactly you're gonna use them for, Playboy.
I whisper to Magic Man.
You need to sit down because the microphone can't fucking hear you when you're standing behind your chair. At least stand in front of it
Okay.
if you want to stand.
I whisper to
You
Magic Man.
stand.
Copyright strike right now.
Has it been a minute yet?
A minute for what?
Since you started the recording?
Yes.
Definitely.
It's been 10, actually.
Excellent.
We can curse as much as we fucking want.
Fork,
I think
yes.
it cuts in like the first 5 seconds of the recording though.
Yeah, I'm probably demonetized, but you know what? It's okay.
Do you actually make money from your
Not.
No, not until you hit a certain subscriber count,
You need
or is it viewer
you
count?
need 100 something on Google, don't you? 100 followers or something.
I have no idea how it works.
Well, anyway, I'm just like,
thought it was
I just
supposed to
whisper.
use
I
on
come
the
up to the
channel.
Magic Man. I'm like, because he's up in the sky still, right?
Well, he's just kind of like floating, laying down, kind of like how Skull Kid does in
Like how high up?
about 5 feet.
Okay,
So
so
you
I'm
can
just
just talk to
You
him.
can just talk to him.
like, you know my ways. It's just like, you know my ways, and whispers.
No, I don't. You're the insane one of the group.
Exactly.
Well, I guess I could just read your mind, couldn't I?
Can I roll to hear this?
Sure.
He's reading my mind. Now.
Roll to hear the mind.
7 in perception. Would this be perception?
Yes.
11.
You can't hear him.
Unfortunately.
Even if you could, you wouldn't be getting anything because he's reading my mind now.
I know. I just wanted to see if I could.
Who said he's reading your mind?
He said I could just read your mind.
He doesn't want to.
Oh,
Nobody
yeah.
wants to
lazy.
read your mind.
It does take effort to read somebody's mind.
Oh, I just like, so I can switch them out for real coins in the way that these people were going to.
But that's
Well, the people on this island aren't exactly dumb.
That's why you switch it up with children.
You're a fiendish one, aren't you? I suppose I shouldn't expect any less.
I learned from the best.
Yeah, who would that be? Because it certainly wasn't me.
Well, they're dead, so.
Oh. Well, I suppose that's fair then.
I killed them.
Ah.
Along with everybody else.
Is that a threat
No.
towards Magic Man?
No, that's not a threat towards Magic Man. That is referring to my old cult.
Ah, yes, I did know them.
They were idiots.
I'm aware. I was there.
Ah.
I was wearing the robes.
Why did I get really quiet all of a sudden?
Because he made a stabbing motion at me.
Just like, ah! I missed one.
You want to try and stab Magic Man?
No.
I didn't think so.
No, Magic Man's become a friend now.
So you're
Magic
going
Man.
to stab him.
So now, I can't stab him now.
He would have killed you.
I know he would have killed me.
Besides, he's definitely just fucking with you. He was definitely not a part of your cult. He has better things to do.
yes,
Everybody has better things to do than be part of my cult, but he's still really part of the cult.
Yes, he was definitely not part of the cult.
Yes.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't even created yet.
I know.
So why are we ending at 6? Does somebody, or do we have to leave?
What?
What's happening at 6?
Food thing closes at 6:30.
Yeah, so I just wanted us to go get dinner before it closed. We could come back here and eat and keep playing, but that'd be like 3.5 hours already, so I think everyone would be good by that point.
Nah, keep going. Get to the final boss.
You wouldn't be, but we would die.
Why would you die?
Because the final boss has a lot of, area of effect attacks. A lot of, if you're within this range, die.
Oh, you meant that. I was making a joke about how long we'd be playing for.
Oh.
As in playing until we're level 9 or whatever.
We could definitely do that in one night. If we wanted. Anyway, can we continue now?
Yes.
How the heck does this work?
Turn it on. You'll figure it out.
Turn it
Ah,
on.
yes.
Black lever decides if it goes through the filter or not.
Do you really not know how to work a sync?
It has
mean-
Intelligence is -3.
I mean, I looked at it and I was kind of curious, so I just turned it on.
Well, like, I was looking at it and I'm like, this is different than the one I'm used to.
because it's a water filter.
Ah. Well, I lost the bottle cap.
Did it go down the sink?
So just drink
It was on your head. He put it on your head.
It did?
Yeah.
Where?
And then you tilted your head back to look at him and it fell off.
Oh, I did not even realize you put something on my head.
Stealth +7.
Real
I
life
have
actions.
fluffy hair. I can feel it.
Real life actions edit stats in game. Hey, I have no idea where that's went so far, so I'll be looking for this for a little bit.
Is she sitting on it?
No, it fell behind her because I watched it happen.
Unless it fell into the flannel.
Oh,
Nah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't look like it.
Anyway, so is everyone done talking with Magic Man?
Yeah.
Did I get my coins?
No.
Damn.
Damn.
No, you gotta say it right.
Well, he is the one that figured out what the coins were, so if anything, Magic Man would give them to him.
I
I
mean,
don't really have a way to do anything with these coins, because, like,
You are a dwarf.
I don't have a smithy. I mean, I can't, like...
we could probably rent the forge.
I mean, how much
By
coins is
using
there?
the
What can we make out of
coins.
it? Like, how much stuff can we make from all these
Well,
mean-
there was 200 coins. So if he
Yeah.
wanted, he could make titanium armor, probably like a full set of titanium armor, or a few swords, or a few daggers, or...
I would like to have a dagger. I want my dagger back.
Would a titanium dagger do anything other than a normal dagger? Would it just be...
It might have 1 extra damage.
It would just like deal more damage a little bit. It would be like a magic weapon without it actually being magical, and just have stronger stats. Because most weapons in the D&D universe are like steel, which isn't as strong as titanium.
And mine are kind of. My dagger is broken because that frickin' leopard-looking thing.
Ah, yes, that creature that almost
Time for
slaughtered the team.
Titanium guitar.
I thought that was what the goblin was looking for.
What? The titanium coins?
No.
The creature?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not what he was looking for. He got what he was looking for when none of you were paying attention. So he has it.
Search his goblin. Anyway, Amirio's just gonna be like, oh, okay. And then he's gonna go sit down in the hole.
So how much does a dagger cost in this universe?
375 gold.
That is not true.
I should hope so.
Maybe for you it will be, now that you've said it.
Well, good thing I don't need to buy any more daggers since they're dex-based.
Magic Man, if you're not gonna do anything with those coins, I'll take them off your hand. I might be able to smelt them down.
Ah, yes, but I think it'd be best if I just held on to them so you don't have to carry them around. Whenever you need them, just call for me. I'm sure I'll be there.
That's quite fair.
I am looking up how much it would be. A dagger is only about 5 gold.
I'm gonna head to the smithy.
That's for just a regular dagger.
Uh-huh.
If you made one yourself, it would, of course, cost less.
How many titanium shields could I make?
3 or 4. Depending if you wanted to make a large shield, small shield.
What's the difference, like, between a large and a small shield?
Well, in my old campaigns, if you had a larger shield, it was kind of like harder to move and dodge, and it would lower your dex a little bit, or not really lower it per se, but it would decrease your initiative by 1, and you would have disadvantage on stealth because it was big, it was heavy, hard to move around.
Right.
Smaller shields didn't do that, but large shields also, instead of just giving you a +2 to AC, gave you a +3. So you take a few disadvantages for some extra armor class. That's about it.
But if it was a small shield made out of titanium, would it be +3 as well? Since it's titanium instead of steel?
Well, most shields are wooden that you get. So I'm thinking small shield would be a +3 to AC and a large would be a +4 to AC. But since it is titanium, a small shield would still kind of, for weaker characters, it would still kind of have its negative effects.
Because it's, well, I mean,
Because it is like if Joker tried to wield a shield, not that she's proficient in shield, she can't wield one anyway.
if I remember
Since her
correctly,
strength is only like a 9, she wouldn't be able to hold either of them without having like negative effects.
Would I be able to hold a shield with a 10 strength?
Not a titanium one. You'd have to have a 12 for a small and like a 16 for a large.
I thought titanium was lighter than steel.
yeah, I also thought that.
Again, shields are normally made of wood, not metal whatsoever.
Well, I mean, what kind of wood? Because some woods are heavier than metals, like oak.
I don't think it'd really be that per se. I suppose if you tried to make a lightweight shield, you could with titanium.
Please stop dabbing.
You could get like a +2 to AC with no like negative effects if you specifically made it to be lightweight. But you'd have to spend a little bit more. Would you stop it?
Yeah, steel has, titanium has 56% of the density of steel.
Damn,
Which
I
means
didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But still,
Back to the story. Or
I am the DM. I can say titanium is 10,000 pounds if I want.
Well, that's a dense amount.
That shit is as dense as an anime protagonist.
Oh. Or me on a bad day. Or, I mean, any day.
Just on the usual. Anyway. So, Magic Man's holding onto the coins. And he looks to the group and says, "So, what exactly is your plan now?"
I need to go and buy another dagger.
Ah, yes, your dagger broke on the weird snake tiger thing, didn't it?
I didn't know you couldn't skin those with a normal dagger.
Oh, no, those things. Yeah.
If it's
I can hardly skin those damn things.
fucking hell, what are these?
Ah, yes, they are quite the creatures. They come from a land far from here, and they are generally considered godly creatures as they protect very religious places. Which makes me wonder why in the hell they had one at that fort. That wasn't a religious place whatsoever, unless they were planning to sell it, perhaps to the church that's in the town. The one that this moron tried to raid.
What? No, that wasn't me.
Oh, you shut up! I watched it.
Wait, he tried to raid a, what is it called? What did
A
Matt-
temple.
Temple. He tried to raid the temple?
Ah, yes, he did, and it didn't go very well.
I should hope not.
The guard at the front door is quite the formidable foe. He's been there for some years.
Good for him.
You didn't tell me the guard was an old man.
He's not. He's only roughly in his
He's just
late 20s.
He's just really. Oh, what?
Yes.
Late 20s.
Late 20s, yes.
Hmm.
There is a lot more to that guard than I let on, don't worry.
He's the Lich King.
No, he's not.
I know. I mean,
He's Rasmodius.
I don't know who that is. You're gonna look it up and show me, aren't you?
Oh,
I
no.
hope not.
Tap up on my card.
I'm kind of confused at what you're doing, but
Oh no, I'm just scrolling up my player sheet.
You said it was how much to buy a dagger again?
depending where you go, the price will change, but in this town it'll be roughly 5 gold. Or if you can get a good deal, you could probably get it down to 2. Or you could just make a titanium one if you can find a smith who's willing to give up his forge for a while.
Hey, Magic Man, would you make a forge in the street?
No.
Ah.
Could you make a forge?
I mean, I could. It would take me some time, but I think I could have it done. I would just need a place to put it, because I don't want to just put it in the middle of the street.
Could you put it in a pocket dimension that could be accessed by something that could be carried on someone's person?
Could you put it in the woods?
I mean, I'd probably burn the woods down, because there's lava in those forges. I could put it in my pocket dimension. That is an option. So that way you would have access to it at any point. But it would take me much, much longer to get it in there.
Interesting.
What would be easier is just have a place that we can go to, and I can just teleport you there whenever you need.
Excellent. Do you know anywhere that would either rent out a forge or sell one?
Well, there's a few forges in town, as you guys know. You already ran into one. The one where you got rid of that accursed dagger. I don't know much about that man. He never really comes out of his forge. But there is a second one that's around the outskirts of town. I haven't really heard much about this person. They do come into town in search of metals when they're running low, but other than that, not much is known about them. If you head toward... As I scroll through this, if you head toward the southeast part of town... What are you doing? Why is their personality trait deadly?
May I see this character? Person?
Yes,
Is this the Asmodeus? Or just Radish?
This is just Radish. I'm getting ready to do something with Radish. I needed one of my books and I
If you head toward the southeast of town, toward the dinosaur pens, then just head past those toward the woods, and you should find a small path that'll lead you to a forge.
Hold up.
One that's not very well known.
Out of character. Dinosaur pens?
Yes! Where do you think they get the dinosaurs? For
And
the
there's
execution is
Magic
run.
Man.
The
Where's
forest?
Magic Man breaking the fourth wall again?
The third wall. I break all four of them, actually.
You thought I was only breaking 3 walls. I've broken the 4th.
Magic Man is everywhere.
And nowhere.
My teeth hurts. Really bad. That's why I'm flossing my teeth, because I'm like...
So, what is your plan?
What do you think, Scorn? Would it be beneficial to first go to a... what is it called again?
A forge?
Forge. There it is. Would you think it'd be beneficial to go to a forge and make weapons or armor before we left?
How long did you say it'd be to set up a forge?
Well,
Probably.
that kind of depends. You want it in the pocket
Presuming
dimension?
we found a place on the coastline, uninhabited.
I'd say give me a day. I'll probably have it done.
I'd say that'd be preferable to renting out a forge.
Understood. But you'll have to go a day without having your new weapons and armor. If you're
don't
okay
want
with
any-
that.
Just don't want any questions of how we came into such large supplies of counterfeit coins.
You know, this dwarf knows more than he lets on.
Did we not burn down the fortress? I'm pretty sure we broke it up pretty badly. It
Yeah,
probably looks
you-
like ruins now.
It's
You
pretty
broke it
broken, and the surrounding area was assaulted by meteors.
Did none of those meters actually hit the freaking place?
No.
Magic Man was protecting the fortress. He didn't want to get hit by a meteor. It would be a minor inconvenience for him.
Pretty
It would be a
much.
minor inconvenience for him. It'd be another. It would be like an ant biting his toe.
This cactus
This cactus.
is cactus.
Is real?
Yeah, it's a real cactus.
Yeah.
It's good for bone.
For anyone who
Okay.
doesn't know, we are currently at my place for this session, and I have a cactus on the table.
Yeah, the college is closed. We can't go to our usual room.
I
The
kinda
cactus is right next to the mic.
Yeah, the cactus is right next to the mic.
The cactus says hello.
The cactus is so close it could be making an ASMR session right now. But it can't speak.
Poor cactus.
Quiet cactus whispering.
Cries.
That's what the white noise is. It's just the cactus speaking into the microphone.
Oh no.
So the magic man looks toward the group.
Is that you?
Yeah.
No, that's the cactus.
Oh! says, "Sir, I must warn you first of all that while I'm building this forge, I won't be at your disposal. So anything that happens, sorry, I can't help you."
Just hang out here and just.
It would give us a chance to take a long rest and heal from our journey.
So you mean me take a 4-hour rest while the rest of you guys take an 8-hour rest because of being an elf?
Except the goblin. The goblin just doesn't sleep.
Or I
Kick
could just,
goblin.
like, sleep.
And then I'll go and
doesn't
get in a
sleep?
sparring match with the goblin.
Hold on, this goblin doesn't sleep. Is it okay?
The goblin does not sleep because the goblin has picked up the relic of non-sleeping.
I don't like how he's not saying anything. Oh god. Dylan, what have you done?
It's just ridiculous. You really think that's a thing?
Yes!
No!
I've seen things similar.
Similar, maybe, but no. The goblin just doesn't like to sleep.
What?
You've procured a new party member known as the Goblin because nobody bothered to ask his actual name.
We asked his
I
name. He
did.
didn't have one.
Oh yeah, he doesn't.
Does it talk?
Yeah, it talks.
Who is it? Like who's
Goblin.
Like who's playing the character? You?
Me.
Okay.
I play 3 characters now. I play Joker, Magic Man, and Goblin.
So like, are we on good terms with this goblin dude or what?
I mean, we already tried to kill it, but it's so stupid that it doesn't care.
I mean, its intelligence is
I mean, he
It's an
may or may not like me because I cast Dissonant Whispers on him, but it didn't do anything.
no, because
And
its
I-
wisdom is a 19.
What the fuck?
It's a very wise,
Anyway.
dumb goblin.
There's a reason. Wisdom is its spellcasting stat. Let me put it that way.
Oh god.
It's a spellcaster goblin.
Oh god.
So you're saying it's a goblin wizard?
No,
No, wait.
wizards are intelligent.
Sorcerer.
It's not a sorcerer.
Druid?
It's not a druid.
It's a bard.
It's not a bard. That's charisma.
That's charisma.
Sorcerer?
Cleric.
We already
Wait.
guessed that. It's not a
I
cleric.
didn't mean that. Yeah, brain, you won't work.
Ranger.
There you go.
Wait.
It's a ranger
I
goblin.
completely forgot that rangers have spells.
Yeah.
What is a ranger?
It's a different. It's like a fighter, but worse.
It's a fighter that gets spells.
Yeah, it's a fighter that gets spells without having to take something special.
And they should use bows, but they don't.
Because usually they're more powerful without them.
Yeah, this goblin, because he's small, he gets a longbow, and he can't use it. He's a little goblin with a longbow.
Little goblin with a longbow.
Think about this.
Takes aim, picks self up off ground.
He has to like implant the bow in the ground and like pull with both hands on the string to launch the arrow.
How big is he?
He
How
puts
tall?
his, like-
He's 3'6". He is a tiny creature.
He's about half my height.
He has disadvantage as long as he's trying to shoot the bow with both hands, like holding it. He has to like implant it like a tripod to shoot it.
Okay.
And then he can shoot at 150 feet.
Holy crap!
So he's not great with the bow, but he is a ranger, so he gets that hunter's mark spell, which is really nice. Are you guys texting in the group chat? 'Cause my phone keeps turning on.
I'm not. I'm
So
working on
instead
that
of
on
being
the-
damaged by dissonant whispers, he just heard the sound of a bunch of pigeons.
Oh, it's Ashley and Christian. They're all talking in the group chat. That's why.
What?
Christian, they sent a video about feet, and Christian just said, "These feet are fucking disgusting."
I was actually expecting them to turn in a different direction.
I thought you were about to say these feet are fucking hard or something.
That's exactly what I was about to
say.
Well, it's Christian. I wouldn't put anything past him.
So
I don't put anything past anybody anymore, thanks to one of my friends at my home school.
What the hell is that sound? Somebody's hitting. Is it you? Are you hitting the table?
yeah.
The microphone's picking it up really loudly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, what was it doing again?
I don't know. Magic Man asked the group, "What the hell are you guys doing?" And you just kind of went, "Eh."
I said I was going to go buy a dagger, but then we got into the forest thing, so he was making a forge, and now we're all taking a long rest.
Okay, so you all want to take a long rest.
Um,
Where do you want to go for this long rest? For those of you who are actually sleeping, you can go to the Thundering Lizard, or you can go to the House of Repose.
Which is cheaper.
I don't know. Why don't you go find out?
I will sleep in the attic.
You're a retard.
I will sleep on the roof.
You're even worse now.
I will go into a trance instead.
Whatever. For those of you who are sane, what are you doing?
I'm going to the House of Repose to get a room.
Okay, scoring.
I'm far with the bard.
Yeah.
Okay, Joker will follow you too as well. Fighter,
I'll follow you guys too.
understood.
I'm coming with them, of course. But
No, you're sleeping on the roof.
I don't have to sleep. I have to do a trance.
I'm carrying him on my shoulder this season.
I'm in a trance and he's just carrying me.
You're in a what?
A trance.
Elves
Instead of-
don't sleep.
Yeah, instead of sleeping, I can for 4 hours. So while you guys take a long rest, I have 4 hours to cause chaos before you guys wake up.
Oh god. Oh god, we're screwed.
The goblin's not sleeping. The goblin's gonna stay in the main room and just kind of do shit.
The town's gonna be on fire by the time you guys wake up.
The goblin can and will stop you.
Aww.
Didn't he try and explode the town?
The goblin would probably help me.
He tried to dig a hole, is what he was doing.
The goblin would help me dig
Wait,
a hole.
can this goblin talk or not?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
he can talk.
I can talk. It speaks 2 languages.
Which
Oh.
are
Try and guess them. He's a goblin.
dwarf.
Common and goblin.
Yeah, I know.
I will teach him a different language.
Hmm?
I will teach him a different language.
He needs a higher intelligence to learn.
He has an 8 intelligence. He is dumb.
I will implant it in his mind.
Can you do that?
Also, he's really good with animals. I probably should have mentioned that.
No,
But you guys don't know that.
What's his animal?
Plus 6.
I got +4.
So one of my character's eyes looks like one of these eyes. Oh, these ones.
What?
Oh, it's a Cthulhu red eyeball.
What?
One of my eyes looks like
One of his eyes is glowing red.
Yeah, it's like that.
So, those of you who walk up to
I'll make it
the
his
House of
right eye.
Repose, who's gonna talk to the bartender?
I will talk to the
I was
bartender.
yawning.
How high is your charisma?
Plus 5.
20.
He
Okay,
is
we
a
are-
bard.
And I am a warlock with a 20 charisma.
All right.
Fucking insane. Wait, what? Did
Yeah.
you just say 20 charisma?
Yeah, he's a warlock.
Spell-
Warlocks.
My spellcasting modifier is charisma. So of course I'm going to make that as high as possible.
He should have a 20 in charisma because he's a paladin. That's also his spellcasting, but he wanted strength and con, preferably.
He doesn't want to be a spellcaster paladin. He just wants to be a I want to hit things with a big sledgehammer.
I have a very big sledgehammer.
Wait, no, I gotta say this
Do
right.
you have smite yet?
Wait, no,
I
it's
have
like this.
divine smite.
Hit thing with big sledgehammer.
I'm
He has a glaive, thank you.
for
Yeah,
all
he
of my
does.
spells. I went with supporting spells instead of offensive spells. Because
Anyway,
I realized how
so
bad
who
my
is talking
attack
to thine bartender?
I'll talk to the bartender.
Understood.
Wouldn't he know us by this point?
He does.
Just like, oh fuck these idiots again.
Well, no, he doesn't really hate you
He
guys.
looks at you and says, "Oh
You want
fuck
some of the
this."
He doesn't like you very much,
Well,
but he's
yeah.
okay with the rest of the
Honestly,
group.
I'm going to stop calling now because I'm tired.
Okay.
Which is what you probably shouldn't be the one to talk to him, but go for it.
I mean, 20
I was
charisma.
trying to figure out what is
He doesn't like you.
Past experience.
Yeah.
signifying.
Fine, then someone else
a
talk to him.
warlock and his master.
Have Joker talk to him.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Have
I'm
literally
like,
anybody else
yeah,
talk to
I was
him.
Like,
All right, someone else talk to him.
Well, except the
Gosh.
goblin. He doesn't know the goblin, so I wouldn't trust him.
Wait.
Plus, the goblin's stupid and not charismatic.
I just missed what happened.
Talk to the barkeep. Get us some rooms. Please.
for free.
Not for free.
Free.
How much
Have to be
would a
100%
room be for a night?
Well, I suppose it would depend how many rooms you need.
How
I
many,
can cut you a deal on more rooms that you need.
how many beds are in this room?
In this room specifically, none. This is the lobby, so
In these rooms.
I have about 5 rooms open at the moment.
Okay, how many beds are in each room?
2.
How many of us are there? Out of character?
I believe there are 8 characters in total. Because there's you two, which is 4. I have 2 is 6, or missing 2 is 8.
So that'd
yes, you could probably buy 4 rooms and be fine. Everyone have their own bed. Or some people can sleep on the floor.
Well, I'm
I'll
not
sleep on the
sleeping.
floor if I don't pay for it.
I'm not sleeping and the goblin's not sleeping, so that cuts down on a room.
be 3 rooms.
I'll sleep on the floor.
I'm
And
fine with
then-
sleeping on the floor.
She wants to sleep on the floor, and we can probably squeeze a third person into one of the beds.
Well, just make the monk sleep on the floor. He probably does a cat.
Oh yeah, that's
He'll just
right.
curl up on the ground.
That works
So
too.
you
So
would just need 2 rooms.
We would need 2 rooms.
2 rooms, huh? Normally I would say 10 gold for that, but since you guys seem to come here quite often, I think I can make it 5.
That sounds like a deal.
So, 5 gold.
So that'd be about 1 gold from each of us.
Yeah, I said I sleep on the floor if I get it for free. So.
I'm not sleeping in a bed, but I'm gonna put 1 gold towards that for you guys.
I'll put down 1 gold as well.
So that's 2 of it.
I don't even know how much gold I
They're all paying for the inn.
How much?
It's 5 gold in total, and these 2 have paid 1.
I'll pay 2.
You pay 2, Joker will pay 1. Because now she has 69 gold.
Oh my god.
God.
I hate that.
That worked out surprisingly well.
Yeah, you
Got
found
33
420 fake coins in the fort.
So now, right? Now I'm gonna go up to the room.
Okay.
And, I'm gonna say, so with this, so here's the 5 gold after we all kind of give it to him.
Okay. He hands you the 2 room keys.
Alrighty. I throw one at Scorn.
Do you catch?
He catch.
He catch.
Roll next
Roll a reaction. He wasn't paying attention.
I obviously was.
Yeah, looking down at phone.
For the audience, he's looking at his phone.
I'm writing stuff, alright?
Right along stuff. That's my word.
Yeah, I know, I'm trying to make
But-
a class.
Yeah, he's trying to make a class called the bomb thrower.
Wait,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
trying to make an actual class for D&D?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I've already made one, and Jacob can tell you about that one.
Do you
it
want
was
to know
the
what the
Dark
fighting
Alchemist.
types are?
Oh yeah.
It was
Chemist,
Faust.
Big
You should bring
Boom,
Faust
or
back.
Terrorist.
He was already here
Oh yeah, that's right.
last
Terrorist,
week.
We need to
Right.
go
Right.
get back Frost. Wait, Magic. Oh, wait, no, he's working on Forge.
Yes.
Damn. So I'm just gonna go sit in one of the rooms.
Okay.
Well, the funny thing is that me and her characters haven't had any reaction. So I've had an interaction with every other character in it so far, but hers.
No.
I'm just like,
That's just the fridge, don't worry.
Somebody
What in the hell? It sounds like somebody's like trying to get out of the
I know.
fridge.
I know, it's
Let me out.
horrifying.
it's
Especially when you hear it in the middle of the night.
why is the door vent like somebody was punching?
I know, it looks like somebody fucking yeeted
Someone
it.
from last year or something just decided to punch it or kick it or whatever.
Anyway,
door, you bastard!
so everyone I'm assuming is going to sleep now except for Goblin and Warlock Plant Boy.
My
Yeah,
boy
just
is meditating for the first 4 hours.
Goblin doesn't go to sleep at
Oh
all.
wait, no. I'm gonna do it for the last 4 hours. I'm
Okay.
going to train with the goblin.
Uh-oh.
My reaction.
Or
Alright.
not fight train, like cards.
Oh. I was gonna say, you're gonna fucking die.
Yeah, I don't plan on actually training with the goblin. I'm squishy.
Bo.
Mage hand!
They're gonna go straight through the hand. This guy, he has a 10 in strength. He's gonna be able to pull it back decently and just fucking launch it.
The mage hand. He goes,
It's only it can only hold 10 pounds. You think it can hold back like 50 pounds of force?
it would hit the mage hand. The mage hand would slow it down enough to stop it, most likely.
No.
Because it would.
That's definitely not how it would work.
No.
And then I just have to keep on doing mage hand before it reaches.
Even if it was a hand made of actual flesh and bone, it wouldn't stop it.
Well, no, that would probably
Yeah.
stop it.
Well, maybe.
It would go like halfway through the hand and then stop. But then the goblin can just, you're in for round 2!
I'd have to hide behind a building. or an innocent civilian.
You think the goblin cares?
No, that's exactly the fun part. Is that I'm just when they wake up, there's gonna be like something. I'm gonna be holding somebody as a shield in front of
The
me.
goblin literally has hunter's mark. He can see where you are at all times.
Oh hey, I have something like that.
Trick shot.
Except for
So until the spell ends, he can deal an extra d6 damage to the target when he hits you.
okay, not exactly like that.
And then he has advantage on perception checks and survival checks that he makes to try and find you.
So what are you people doing while we're all sleeping?
Well, we're playing cards.
You want to try and play cards with this dumbass goblin?
Yes.
Actually, no. I'm gonna try to teach it Abyssal.
In 4 hours.
I'm going to be using it. I'm going to be using my talking. I'm going to be talking to him in his mind and trying to get him to memorize it.
So you're gonna try and talk to the goblin through telepathy.
Yes.
Okay, what do you say?
I'm just like, hello. I am here to teach you.
God?
You can call me that.
What is your name?
You just said it.
Oh my god.
This is how you play an 8 intelligence character.
Yes, he is.
Perfect.
He's kinda dumb.
So I'm here to teach you a language that only one of your party members knows,
No.
so that you can communicate with them.
No.
Why not?
I barely remember this language.
Oh shit. Teach me your language instead. Your native.
No.
I don't know.
I like how the goblin's not even. I mean, I guess he is +8 intelligence, but not even questioning that God needs to be taught goblin.
God has to learn how to learn a language.
He starts speaking in goblin.
Okay.
You don't understand any of it.
Ah.
Is that all you do? You just scream at him?
It's like you're supposed to be trying to teach me how to speak it,
He starts speaking in goblin again.
but you're not explaining what each word means in common.
He says it again.
You can go. It's just like okay, that's enough.
Okay.
You ain't learning goblin, bud.
Would you like to? Would you follow every command that I give you?
No.
Would you follow some commands I give you?
If I'm bored.
Okay, go dig a hole.
Okay.
Oh my god.
He walks outside.
I follow.
No, you're gonna follow him.
I'm gonna follow to the doorway unless he goes. I'm gonna keep him in sight.
Uh-oh. The goblin walks over to the hole that he dug with the bombs earlier and just jumps in.
Pulls out another bomb. He stole from
You hear an explosion.
Did he die?
She wasn't here. Oh wait, Magic Man's not protecting him now.
Nope. No, he's not. Uh-oh.
Did we all wake up from a fucking explosion outside?
Hell no.
Jesus Christ.
How much damage?
13.
So is he dead now?
No, God, no. He has 31 hit points.
Oh, okay.
He's not dying yet.
He has more hit points than me.
Because he has 1d10 hit die.
Holy hell.
He's a ranger.
What the hell is your hit by?
1d8.
What's
I mean,
30
plus
minus
2
12,
from
18?
tough, but
Yeah.
How do you have less hit points then? Does he have 5 con?
I have 1 con.
He has plus 3 con.
Oh.
He has 16.
There you go.
I have +2 con. I have 24. My max hit points are 24.
It's because his hit die is 2 less. That's why he has like 6 less HP. Or 4 less HP, something like that.
Did you just?
I did it!
Are you okay? Is
Did
he
you
okay?
just- You're asleep.
I know.
You are asleep.
I know. This is out of character.
Little voice means out of character.
No, that was an accident. I didn't mean to slip into that.
But no. So I'm just like, are you all right?
My legs hurt.
Well, yeah. You kind of just blew yourself up.
This didn't happen last time.
That's because another god was protecting you.
Why weren't you? You asshole.
Because I'm more of a
You're
kind
more
of
Satan.
god. Huh?
You're Satan.
I'm more of one that likes pain and suffering, just not when they inflict it upon themselves.
I don't like you.
Nobody does.
Okay. He crawls out of the hole.
Are you still gonna dig?
No.
Oh.
He walks back inside the bar. His legs are bloody.
Trailing blood behind him as
A little
he
bit.
walks up to the room.
Can I roll to wake up from the explosion?
Sure.
Oh boy.
Roll perception, so whatever you roll, add perception.
10.
Is that plus your perception?
I don't have any perception.
Fuck! You don't wake up.
God damn it.
So I'm gonna go up to the barkeep and ask if he has some rags.
Can I roll to see if I wake up from the
Sure.
explosion? Okay. Here's a nat 1.
Joker definitely woke up, but she doesn't care.
It's fair.
That's a 19.
You wake up.
I look around for the source of the explosion, I suppose.
Well, you're in your room, so you don't see it.
Oh yeah, don't
So
wake
pretty
up.
much by the time they actually get out of their room, the entire situation's pretty much over.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's a waste to get up because now you just have to restart your rest.
Is that how it works?
Kind of, but you're not going to be up for very long, so I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like this is the first 15 minutes of your rest.
Yeah, it is.
I'd probably just get up, look around wildly to make sure nothing's on fire, and just fall
Yeah,
back. Just not
The
kidding.
barkeep looks at you and says, yeah, we do.
Can I get those for my friend's legs?
What the fuck happened? Is that what the explosion was?
Yeah.
He pulls some rags up from underneath the counter and throws them at you.
Thank you. I go over to the goblin and say, okay, I'm gonna bandage up your legs.
Who are you? Why does your voice sound familiar?
My voice wouldn't sound the same inside telepathy. It'd sound distorted.
Well, he has heard your voice before, but only once, and he was in the hole.
You've heard my voice before in the hole?
God?
No.
Oh, sorry.
I'm not God. I'm just a dick.
God.
Oh wait, that's the same thing.
Hey now, watch yourself.
Don't get religious on my stream.
It's just a Vader princess. Oh.
Yeah.
Especially Zeus. I mean, my word.
I mean, Kratos already killed him. I think we'll be fine.
But
And
I'm gonna just see, like, I'm here to help you. You're on our team now, aren't you?
The goblin pulls his bow out.
A.
He plants it in the ground.
B.
He pulls an arrow out.
See?
I'm just trying to help you.
He pokes you with the arrow.
Ah, that tickled.
Roll a d20 for damage.
No.
Would you like me to bandage up your legs?
No.
flip a quarter.
Would you like to bandage up your own legs?
No.
Are you going to let yourself bleed out?
Yes.
But you'll die.
No.
How? I'm just gonna I'm gonna just try to convince him
Have fun.
with charisma.
He's dumb.
Wait, didn't you say he has a high charisma?
No, he does. He has a high wisdom.
I'm gonna try and wait. What you're saying is that his high wisdom should tell him, even though he's incredibly
I
stupid,
watched the whole thing.
his wisdom's high enough that
3
his
days.
common sense should tell him that he should probably let somebody bandage his legs.
He can heal himself.
Do you want?
He's a ranger.
Do you want?
Don't give me copyright.
Do you want to heal your legs?
No.
Are you gonna just enjoy the pain?
He face plants on the table.
And he passed out.
He's sleeping.
I bandage up his legs while he's sleeping.
He stabs you with the arrow.
He's asleep.
He's not actually sleeping yet.
Ah! Why?
Go away.
But you're gonna bleed out.
Go away.
Fine.
Go away. I stab with arrow.
I talk in his head again. Don't stab people. That's bad.
I stab who I want.
I stabbed you at once.
Fair enough. You'd like that guy then.
He knocks an arrow in the bow and pulls it back aimed at you. He doesn't let it go, but he has it aimed at you.
Mage hand just pluck the arrow out from the bow.
I actually don't have mage hand, so.
Then what?
Are there any flames in this room?
There are torches along the walls.
And
Oh.
where's he at in relation to a torch?
Not very close.
You're gonna have to give some footage.
15 feet?
No.
Damn.
He's about 30 feet away from a torch.
How big is this building?
Huge. It's a bar.
I'm gonna
And the
dive,
bigger of the two.
I'm gonna dive underneath the table.
He can still shoot you.
The goblin starts laughing at you.
Why are you laughing at me?
Because it's fun.
Ah!
He puts his bow away and puts the arrow away and then lays back down on the table.
He's just bleeding out on a table now.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm just gonna go upstairs into whatever room I feel like that's owned by us.
You said whatever room. Roll a d12.
Huh?
You said whatever room. Roll a d12.
I did then specify whatever room was owned by us.
Nope. Roll a d12.
Oh, Dylan,
He
don't do this.
specified.
I didn't stop talking in between the classification.
Fine. Roll a d12. Evens or odds?
Evens. Gonna regret that. Ouch.
What'd you roll?
A 7.
Okay, you walk into Joker's room.
What?
Oh no.
Oof.
Wait, why is he walking in someone's room now?
Well, he was walking into one of either Joker's room and whoever's with her, or whoever's in the other room.
Well, who's in which rooms?
So Joker's room has Joker, Catmap, and Rock. You three are in the other room. And he walked in Joker's room.
I feel
Why?
like this was a bad idea.
Wait, why did you walk in? Why?
I don't know.
had to roll evens or odds to figure out which room. It was a 50-50 chance.
Why are you going in a room?
Because I need to meditate.
Oh.
I'm just gonna sit on the. What I'm gonna guess there's a coffee table. Is there any tables in these rooms?
Mm-mm. There's a wardrobe and there's 2 beds.
Just starts hovering.
I'm gonna. Yeah. That works.
You can't hover!
It's meditation.
Nah!
He pulls out a rope and starts hovering that way.
I can hover!
Ties
Hammock.
rope underneath arms. Just
Hammock.
Joker looks up and he says, "What the fuck are you doing?
I paid for these rooms too.
Bondage.
Why are you trying to hang yourself from the ceiling?"
I don't have rope, so I actually can't do that. So
Stop saying you're doing things that you
I didn't say I couldn't. I just was like, I was expressing on your thought. It's just like,
What?
wait, no, I'm gonna sit on the wardrobe.
You have like 2 feet between the ceiling and the top of the wardrobe.
That's enough.
To sit?
Oh wait, not
No!
the wardrobe. What
Yeah,
else was
I'm
there
gonna
in there?
plank on top of
I
the
said
wardrobe.
wardrobe and beds.
I guess I sit in between the beds. There's no bedside tables. Man, this place is shitty.
A little bit. Why do you think it's so cheap?
Fair.
That's the cheaper of the 2 places.
Is it really?
Joker says, "Just get on the end of the bed," and she curls up on the pillow.
But none of you taking your space.
Fucking get on the bed, damn it!
Okay. Sits on the end of the bed and just.
Just fucking really loud. Just to annoy her.
No, I would be nice, and she's actually letting me use the bed.
So now, what is the goblin doing?
Oh no.
Let's roll a d10 and find out.
Making the hole bigger.
Uh-oh. Okay.
One is setting fire to everything. D10 is just laying there bleeding out.
So 4 hours later,
Oh no.
he gets up.
Oh god.
The goblin's nowhere to be found.
Oh no.
I roll for the fate of the goblin. Was it 2 d6s and a d20?
Which set of dice are you rolling?
The red and black ones, I think. Yeah, because those were the ones for others.
Understood.
Whose pink dice is that?
Mine.
Cassie.
5,
Is this the only one you have that's pink?
4,
Is this the only one you have that's pink?
7.
9.
Pure pink.
Ouch.
anyway.
How come all your
You
dice
roll,
are mixed up?
and
You
it
just-
seems like the goblin is in a bit of trouble. Something's happening to him.
Freaking goblin.
I go looking for the goblin.
All my dice
Also,
used
I'd
to be
be
like
at full
this,
hit-
but I
hit
kept
points though,
rolling
right?
really
What?
low.
That'd be at full hit points
So
and
the
stuff
luck-
right now.
Yes.
Because my luck sets into things and turns it to garbage, so I just traded it out for a bunch of different dice.
Alrighty, so
You
I
kept
go
this
looking
one.
for the goblin.
Just to keep it.
Where are you looking first?
I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go outside and see if there's any pedestrians around first.
There are. There's people walking around, not very many.
I'm going to ask them if they've seen a 3-foot-high goblin carrying a longbow that is way too big for it.
One of them points to the hole.
I go to the hole.
He's laying in there.
In a pool of blood.
No, he's lying there.
Yet. Okay, so I'm just like, what are you doing?
It doesn't respond.
It?
I poke it with a stick.
It still doesn't wake up.
Oh fuck, he's dead.
It's
I
not
did say
dead.
wake up for a reason.
So it's sleeping.
I thought they couldn't
It's still
sleep.
breathing.
Okay. I poke hole. I go.
Well, he blew his legs up. He's gonna sleep to heal.
I'm gonna just go and get something to kind of cover the holes and nobody falls in it.
To hide
It's
the-
a massive hole.
To hide the dead body.
You're gonna trap the
That.
goblin?
No, it's gonna be like a stick. It's gonna be a stick hashed thing.
Keep in mind, this is like a 15-foot hole. That's just like a cone.
Never mind. I'm just gonna go walk on the shoreline.
Bury him.
Wait,
I'm just
where am I at in the town right now?
By the hole.
By the hole.
You guys are about in this area.
What's that?
That is the Colosseum where they fought the gladiator.
What is the 21?
That's the hole.
21? No, it's not. It is 21. Hold on.
I'm looking for places to go. I have 4 hours to hang out.
21 is the Hall of Gold.
Oh
The
no.
Hall of Gold.
Why would you say that? Why
It
would you?
belongs to one of the merchant priests.
I
Oh,
probably
God.
shouldn't do
Or
that.
merchant princes, I should say. What?
I shouldn't do that if I'm alone.
No, you shouldn't.
You shouldn't do that even with all 7 of us, all 8 of us.
22.
22. God damn it.
I'm gonna keep asking until just look for
It's a
one.
bathhouse.
Actually, yeah, that works.
Okay.
I'm going to the bathhouse. I need a bath. I haven't taken a bath in
Oh.
7 years.
Bath? What the heck? Bathhouse. I thought you said math house, and I was very confused.
No.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
a
surprised you
public
didn't think you did.
bathhouse.
I thought you mispronounced meth.
So he's going to the bathhouse. How long are you staying there?
3 hours.
Well, first things first. Who's all around me?
Oh.
Isn't everyone
burn.
asleep?
Everyone of your party is, but
Isn't it nighttime?
no,
Oh.
it is evening, but it's not nighttime yet.
It could be
So there are quite a few people in there.
Okay. Where's the emptiest bathtub thing?
It's just a giant like
Okay.
pool,
Okay.
basically.
I'm just gonna go and formally hang out in the bathhouse then.
Okay.
And for about an hour.
All right. Roll a perception check.
That's an 18, isn't it?
Yep.
And that's plus 2, I think. I want to say.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
It's persuasion.
That's a map. This is a map of the place. Since you guys have been pretty much everywhere, I'm okay with showing you the map.
22.
Hold on.
Tootie
No,
toot.
you do your thing.
Okay. Just take the book. Don't look at the
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
This is the highest I've ever rolled for a perception check.
You,
What's that?
as you're bathing, you recognize somebody who's in there.
Oh
Who
no.
do I recognize?
There's a man who's pacing around the outside of the bathhouse in full steampunk style clothing.
Is it you?
Yay!
No, it's not him.
Who?
I know exactly who it is.
He does.
None of the rest of the party's met him either.
Mm-mm.
It's just like from
He doesn't seem to notice you though.
Okay.
He's just kind of pacing around. He looks like he's looking for something or someone.
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna go ahead and get up.
Okay.
Is he outside the bathhouse or is he just
He's inside, but he's pacing around the pool, basically.
in all his steampunk clothing?
Yes.
So he's where everybody else is naked.
Nobody
Pretty
else
much.
seems to notice him. Is that right?
People notice him, but
What
they
am I
don't seem to
wearing at
care.
this moment?
Nothing. You're in the bathhouse.
You're naked.
Yes.
I'm gonna get a towel
Okay.
and then say, "Hey, what are you looking for?"
The guy looks at you and says, "Do I know you?
Yeah, you directed me to your brother.
I don't have a brother."
Oh shit.
Are you sure you don't, mate?
You had these special dice.
That is my handiwork, isn't it?
And you
Where
tried
did
to.
you find those?
I didn't show him the dice. I just said he had some special dice.
Oh, who? The brother?
Yeah. Like, I'm saying that he did, the person that I'm talking to.
Mm.
So,
So you're telling him that you know about his dice?
yes.
Yeah, where would he pull the dice out from, Dylan? He's naked except for a towel.
Ah!
Doesn't leave too many options there.
Just vomits dice.
I had them in my afro.
I have him behind my fake eye.
Yeah.
I have him behind my patron's eye. Patron's eye spits out the dice.
At least you don't have to pass them like kidney stones.
My cat had them.
Can you imagine?
He looks at you and he says, "How do you know about that?"
You told me my fortune wasn't looking too good.
Yes, that's a problem, isn't it?
One of your lackeys played a game against me.
One of my lackeys.
I'm assuming he was your lackey. Anyway.
I'm sure I know who you're talking about. That failure of a man.
Wow.
Yikers, brother.
Brother,
Where are your
I need
roommates?
loops, brother.
Are we like annoying your roommates? You ever like your housemates?
Oh, they fucking gone.
Yeah, I say like I just realized like wait a minute, are there like other people in this like building?
Nah, they
No.
fucking gone.
Are they gone for fall break?
They're dead.
They're dead.
They're dead, yeah.
And they could be.
Hold on, I'm gonna roll. Okay. He looks at me and he says, "You do seem familiar to me."
You did
Wait a minute. He's rubbing his head and he's kind of seeming like he's trying to remember something.
You know, maybe it would help if you supplied the information of where he met you.
I'm looking for something real quick.
You were the one who tried to con me out of some gold, weren't you?
Well, no, I conned your lackey out of gold, and you told me to get where I could get better dice.
Sounds vaguely familiar. What is your name?
Muriel Radish.
No, I don't recognize it.
I don't think I ever told you my name.
Well, that probably doesn't help anything, does it?
No.
What did the lackey look
What did the lackey look like?
like? He was a dark elf.
It was a dark elf.
Ah, yes, him. It's no wonder you conned a bunch of gold out of him. That moron.
Not a bunch of gold.
Like, I conned like 2 pieces of gold off of him.
For him, that's a lot.
Ah.
I don't pay him much because he's relatively worthless.
Damn, he's roasting this dude.
Anyway, what did you want?
Yeah,
What do you
just,
think he's
you
a
looked
dark
like you
elf?
were looking for something.
I am looking for someone.
Who are you looking for, by chance? I might be able to help.
The magic man.
Oh god, he's looking for Magic Man.
Was I
Are you
right?
looking for terrible?
Yes, Fireball. Wait, don't you know Fireball?
You literally sent me to him.
Where is he?
I'm not exactly
Building
sure.
a
at this moment.
forge. You would know this.
Yeah, you would know that.
Oh, wait. He's building a forge right now. I know that much.
Well, he sure is doing things strange lately, isn't he? Where is he?
Huh?
Where is he?
I'm not exactly sure about that one.
Well, I've been looking all over for him since I found out he wasn't at Executioner's Run anymore. I can't find him.
I want to try to give him a way to contact me, but I don't have a good way to contact me. shine a light of Cthulhu up into the eyes of the beholders and
No.
The man pulls out a small, essentially a pocket watch, but since this is D&D times, you have no idea what the hell it is.
No pocket watches exist in D&D. Yeah,
Sometimes, yeah.
they actually do exist. I
Well, he
looked it
pulls
up.
out a pocket watch, and he flips it open, and he starts tinkering with something on the inside of it.
What's that do?
Is this another Daedric Prince?
Would just be a gnome tool.
Pretty much.
If you
It's
give me
a device that we've created.
is it to help track each other, or
Not necessarily. You see, I'm somewhat of a tinkerer. I like to mess with machines. Something that a lot of people don't like to mess with. A lot of people like doing things themselves with the hands and whatnot. Only blacksmiths tend to work with machines, and even then, half of them don't. So, seeing that I do, it is a rare sight. But this little piece of machinery is my most impressive work yet.
It's a watch.
He continues to tap on it.
So what's it supposed to be doing at this moment?
He disappears. And then you hear his voice behind you. It's a very interesting mechanic, don't you think?
Looks behind myself.
Stand closer to the mic.
Yeah, you are far away from it and eating a cookie.
And
Cookie!
he's in a towel. And they're around a bunch of naked people.
No.
Wait, so
No.
they're doing this in a bathhouse full of a bunch of people. A bunch of naked people.
Yes.
So I look behind me like, do I see him?
Yes, you see him.
That is neat.
It's a watch that allows me to control the flow of time, but only for a brief moment, sadly. I haven't gotten it to the point where it can do anything more than a second or two.
Hold up. He has a watch that can temporarily stop time and allow him to move through it. He's like a
Indeed.
real-life Professor Paradox.
Or he's stealing the powers of the Lich
Oh, imagine.
through the watch. Not Magic Man, the Lich.
He says, "It took me a lot of time to get this thing to work as it does, and even now it's hardly useful. But there's another thing that it can do. Not only can it stop time, it can fast forward time.
Ooh.
However, time will only be fast forward for us. For everyone else, it'll seem as if time is moving regularly. Anybody within 5 feet of the pocket watch, I should say. And we will be transported to somewhat of a pocket dimension while time is being fast forwarded. We can see everything around us, but nobody can see us.
He really is Professor Paradox. Holy crap.
So, you know Magic Man.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea when he'll be done with this forge?
I don't remember the time.
24 hours.
A day.
Huh?
He said day.
He said a day about 24 hours ago. No, he said
What?
a day about 4 hours ago, so we would need
Not 4 hours ago. You messed with the goblin bug for a while before that.
That's like 15 minutes though. He said 4 hours approximately. He said 24 hours approximately, I would say 5 hours ago now.
Ah, yes, I see. He starts to mess with a small wind-up on the top of the watch.
Oh boy, you guys gotta have like 20 hours without, no. 21 hours without me.
You want to try that math again?
Is he going forward enough that he would be able to see Magic Man again?
Which would be 19 hours, because 24 minus 5 is
Right.
19, not
I'm-
21.
I'm tired. We'll go with that story.
You're not allowed to use the beds.
Hmm?
You're not allowed to use the beds.
And why don't you get closer to the fucking mic?
Ah!
Ah!
Oh!
That's
Well,
why.
You almost peaked it, but you don't speak that loud ever.
Mm.
You whisper a lot.
Oh, you want me to start talking like this again?
And if you're behind your chair, yes.
Okay.
But now you're sitting down, so you can speak a little quieter, but
Alrighty, so I'm being...
like that. That's the problem. You speak like that behind the fucking chair.
Alright, so I'm being cast 19 hours into the future?
No.
No.
He holds the top of it and says, "You have friends to get to, so if you want to leave and go back to them, feel free. I'm gonna go ahead and just wait here."
Alrighty. Well, thank you for giving me a chance instead of just snapping me forward 19 hours.
Well, I have to give you the option. I'd rather not kidnap you because you might kill me.
I'm pretty passive about that right now.
So do you step out of the range?
Yeah.
You see him let go of it and he seems to vanish.
Alright. I will go and get my clothes and belongings.
Okay.
And I have 3 hours to kill.
Nope, just leaves the bathroom and only a towel.
Runs around town streaking.
With all my equipment and none of my clothes.
Oh.
The sword is gonna be strapped so that it goes. My freaking sword's gonna be strapped. My long sword's gonna be dragging behind me.
Jesus Christ.
I don't even want to think about this anymore.
None of us do. Just not talking about it.
You're welcome for that mental image.
Well, the thing is that I think in my imagination, my character's pretty hot, but there's a limit to how much I like a character if they start running around streaking everywhere.
Wait, so he's supposed to be attractive?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not what I was doing this whole time.
I wasn't either.
He's supposed to be attractive, but the biggest thing that like is not attractive about him is his eye. I would say that would be a big turnoff for a lot of people.
Well, I mean,
You can tell that he's somebody else's bitch in a way.
that's one way to put it.
Wow.
So what are you going to be doing for 3 hours?
Well, yeah,
Dying.
3 hours now. That's right.
Die? Is that what you said?
I need to map again.
God damn it.
What is there fun to do? There's the old city there.
You could watch a gladiator match.
I could watch a gladiator match, but I'm pretty sure that costs some gold.
Go to Executioner's Run and watch somebody fight a dinosaur?
That actually sounds fun. We're doing that.
Okay. So walking to Executioner's Run will take you about 10 minutes from where you currently are.
Alright.
Because it's roughly 2,000 feet away. Which is like, what, half a mile? A little bit under half a mile?
Wait, if it's half a mile, 10 minutes.
Well, if you're just
5,000.
walking.
Ah, fair, okay.
5,280 feet in a
I
mile.
would jog.
Okay, you could probably make it in 5.
I need like 75% of a mile jogging in 5 minutes.
Well, this is your character. Well, your dex is pretty low, remember?
My
Or
dex
it?
is 10.
Yeah, that's low.
What would my dex, real life dex then be?
I don't know, I'd say that you're above average. I like to say I'm average. And it takes me about 10 minutes to run a mile. So,
Okay. Then,
I'd say that you're alright.
so what's so what dinosaur is being fought right now?
Usually they use velociraptors.
Oh, so I'm gonna be seeing
But
people
Joker
get
killed
shredded.
those.
They have more.
Ah.
Oh, they have more.
I'm gonna be seeing people get shredded.
You could just go to the dinosaur pens too.
I could go there.
Yeah, there's dinosaur pens.
Can I ride them?
No.
You can try. I wouldn't suggest it.
Are they all carnivorous?
They're for Executioner's Run.
Do they have a stegosaurus?
No. They don't have a steak.
You don't know what's there because you've never been there.
I want to go to the pens.
Okay. That's about 1,000 feet from where you are. It's on
Okay.
the same side of town, but it's on the south side.
I'm going to the dinosaur pens and finding myself a stegosaurus so I can get it to stomp on somebody and then say, I'm a stegosaurus.
That's about a 2.5 minute jog.
Anyway,
Anyone else see that coming?
what?
Nobody else saw the joke. I'm a stegosaurus.
No, I know the joke. It's ASDF movie.
I know.
I just
Everyone
I
seems
just didn't see
surprised.
it coming.
I saw it coming.
That's what I was about to fucking say. Shut up. Don't get me copyright strike.
You see that my mind is too fast for
I'll let you know you're already gonna get. Oh wait, never mind. Yeah, I'll tell you what it's. I got the monetized and copyright strike mixed up in my brain for a minute.
Everyone's singing Persona 5.
So what's the
Because the battle theme's called You Never Seen It Coming.
God.
And now we're making fucking jokes about it. Even though Persona 5 is actually a good game. So I kind of want to play the other Personas now.
So, I'm at the dinosaur pens, right?
After a few minutes, yes.
Okay.
There are lots of guards. An absurd amount of guards.
You can't steal a stegosaurus.
They only have velociraptors. And there's a large pen that is surrounded by concrete walls.
I just
The
asked one of the
Indominus
guards,
Rex.
what's in the large pen?
You don't want to go in there.
Indominus Rex.
We save him for the more troublesome people. Like that one guy that we've seen running around town recently.
Which one?
He wears a lot of black clothing.
Yeah.
We've seen him only a few times. He seems to just kind of escape us. Almost
Is he?
like the bastard can teleport.
Is he still wearing only a towel?
No, he put his clothes on.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say.
This conversation would be a lot more epic if it was.
Wait, are they talking about the steam?
Because then I have two swords.
He has more ice.
Did you
I
get
think
closer to the
I want
microphone?
one cube of ice.
No!
Is there any more ice?
Jesus,
in the freezer?
that was barely in the yellow.
This is the last of it.
No.
We have more being made.
That wasn't even in the yellow.
No!
That wasn't in the yellow either.
It'll only take
No!
an hour.
That was
10
barely.
minutes.
Yes!
Barely.
Oh, hell yeah!
That wasn't in the yellow.
Ah.
Clearly the microphone doesn't agree.
Well, fuck you too, microphone. I'm gonna take a drink real quick.
That's actually making a lot of noise.
What, your necklace?
Yeah. That's making about as much noise as he was making.
Really?
Yeah. According to my little audio mixer.
I'm so
Why does
tired.
the sink smell like bananas?
What?
I smelled bananas when I was running the water.
Why?
I don't know. If it was bacon, I'd be worrying. Is it bacon or is it burnt? No, burnt toast. If it was burnt toast, I'd be worrying.
What's
Why?
that?
Bacon's the one you should worry about me with. I'm the one who's allergic to it.
I was more talking about signs of a stroke.
Burnt almonds is cyanide gas.
Okay. What are you doing? We need to continue the campaign.
Okay, so I'm like, but what's in it?
I don't know that I'm really allowed to tell you that.
Aww. Charisma check.
Roll for it if you can reach your fucking dice from behind the chair.
Wow.
13 plus 5. Headache.
18.
There we go.
Disadvantage with headache.
Disadvantage with headache.
The guard looks at you and says, yeah, still no.
Excuse me. How high do I have to roll for this?
25.
20. You need a 20 to convince him.
Why the fuck is trying to figure out what the hell is in a pin that high?
Because it's something they really aren't allowed to tell you.
Who is allowed to tell me?
The person who owns it.
Who owns it?
Why don't you ask him?
He is asking him.
Who owns this dinosaur?
One of the merchant princes.
I wouldn't be able to ask him, but
Well, there's 9 of them, so.
yeah. I still don't think I could get a meeting in one. With one.
Some of them are pretty nice. The one who owns this one actually is a fairly nice guy. I just don't want to go against his wills and laws, because he'll have me killed if I do.
That's a very nice guy.
Ow.
You okay?
He's a nice guy as long as you're
Feels like
actually
something
talking to him and, you ask him things yourself. If you go against his wishes and rules, then you see his nasty side.
Do you know where I might be able to find him?
He lives on the island toward the west side of town.
Oh, looks like I gotta swim.
No, there's a ferry that goes back and forth fairly often. About every 15 minutes, actually.
But does it cost money?
If you sneak aboard, no.
You see, that wouldn't be a problem, but
You're not a very stealthy one, are you?
I would literally make the world shake with every footstep.
Understood. I wish you luck then.
I tried to sneak, but the clap of my hands.
They keep alerting the ferry staff.
He's dummy thick.
I will actually smack the shit out of you.
Please do. I
All
wanna
of
see
us?
No, you're the one who made the joke.
I started the joke, and then it was continued.
By you, so you'll get smacked as well.
Oh.
Everybody have a part in this one
Oh.
now?
She's the only one who wouldn't get slapped.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
You
I'll
have to
smack you two with my gloves, I'll actually beat you with the rings. 'Cause you started it. So what are you going to do?
I can hear you swishing.
I know
around
I
over
can
here.
hear you. Oh my Jesus.
Well, I guess I need to find a new thing to do because I'm definitely not getting on that ferry.
Wait, how long's it been? How long have we been sleeping for?
This has been about half an hour, probably.
From
Like
after
From
the
whence
5.
you woke up. So it's been 5.5 hours that you all have been sleeping.
How long do people usually? How long should we be sleeping?
8.
8. Okay.
8 hours. And you get all your health back, all spell slots back, everything back.
We're stronger than ever since we leveled up.
Wait, where am I at, actually?
You're down here.
Yeah, that would take all my time, wouldn't it?
So
Guess
wait,
I want to go there.
why
the
isn't-
market?
why aren't you
Okay.
sleeping? Because you don't need to.
I'm an elf.
Elves sleep for 4 hours and then they're done.
So have you already slept for 4?
He has.
Oh.
Hold on a second.
I'm really tired
Distant
now.
whispers.
So, going to the market.
Okay.
What's at the market?
Everything,
Anything?
pretty much. A lot of fruit stands, a lot of food stands. There's a few.
Train is a lot louder in this dorm than it is in my dorm.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
The train. I've heard the
Yeah.
train, but it's kind of quiet in my dorm. Here, it's like you can hear it pretty well, I believe.
There's a few armor and weapon stands and.
Magical relics.
We got.
Magical relics?
Potentially.
I want to look for magical relics.
We got.
I want to look for the magical relics.
Why are there 2 TVs?
One's one person's, one's the other's.
Yeah. That one's Ethan's, that one's Daniel's.
So what are you looking for?
The switch is
Magical
other
relics.
Yes, but you can't just look at them and be
They
like,
have to be
that's magical. What? Ow!
Why you gotta do that to the cactus and the microphone?
Stop it! That's nothing. What? She actually hit the microphone.
I didn't
Oh,
mean
okay.
to, I'm sorry. Got him!
Ow!
Hey, Kyle.
Stop hitting the microphone!
Kyle, do the thing.
Stop it! I will actually punch you. That thing was $90. And my ears hurt.
Ooh.
I can't believe that was $90 from
Yes!
I can add another.
Because it's a Yeti microphone.
I can add
Why?
another D6 of second level spell slot. That's nice.
So, in the market, I guess I'm gonna look for items that would protect me that are magical.
Probably won't find anything there.
Okay, then I'm gonna look for items that will help me deal more damage that are magical.
I won't find anything there either.
I will find something that gives me a stupid effect.
You'll probably find that.
Okay, let's look for them.
Okay.
Roll perception.
Roll for roll.
3.
You fail. You can't roll anymore.
Ow. Okay, you gotta roll for me.
What?
I can't roll anymore. I just rolled a 3 for rolling.
I'll roll for his perception.
Okay.
Oh,
9.
You fail.
so
Hold on, not the book. Whenever I roll
yeah,
dice
if you
on
roll in the
some-
book, it doesn't bounce, and that's what makes that's what makes the rolls good.
They bounce.
15. Wow. Science.
Plus 4, so 19. Definitely wouldn't take that anyway. But anyway, what were you going to actually have me roll for?
Perception.
I just kind of brain farted and had no idea what the fuck was going on.
Okay,
He
so
needs
I'm
to
in
look
the
for
market
some-
looking for magical items that will give me a cool effect.
Well, you'll have to talk
You
to
said
some
stupid
shopkeepers.
effects.
Okay, I will talk to all the ones with items
So all of them.
are wearable that might give me an effect.
So that would just be the blacksmith shops.
Yes.
There's only 2 of them.
Okay, I will talk to the one on the left.
They're both on the left.
Does anybody know how to read and speak Spanish?
I can
The last
I
else?
can read some.
Tell me what my friend is saying.
Let me see.
Why are we doing this now?
I don't know, actually. Poor Q, I kind of remember that, but I don't know. It's not like what?
He's being an asshole. Oh, sorry.
So I'm
I
gonna
don't
speak
know if
to.
that means what.
Is there any difference between the shops that might interest me?
Not really. One's run by a dwarf-looking guy, and the other is just a really short elf girl. I know. I already know where you're going.
I am a high elf.
Oh well.
She
I'm
is
pretty sure it's just a bunch of nonsense.
Yeah.
probably
Not even joking you. Those
Yeah.
words don't fit right.
probably just Google Translate nonsense.
I'm not. I already told him. He's like translate. I was like no. So I'm not doing it.
Okay, so I go talk to the short elf girl.
She can't even see over the counter, so she jumps on top of it. Says,
She could probably see me over the counter.
"Well, no, because she's like under it."
Like underneath? Like
Yes, she just kind of sits there.
okay, so she actually just sits underneath the counter until people come in.
Yes.
So I literally went to the shop that looked abandoned.
Yes. However, these three were there earlier, so
We took the cursed dagger.
she kind of looks over the counter and then jumps up and sits on the counter and goes, "Hello,
Hello.
you're tall.
Am I not supposed to be?
Maybe you're taller than me."
I'm taller
I
than
mean, if she's super short and she's saying that to everybody that's taller than her,
Pretty much.
so literally everyone she sees, she's saying
She's
that.
only about 4.5 feet tall.
Which is
So she's
very-
literally telling that like to almost everyone.
Pretty much it.
Except the
I was
goblin.
looking for
The goblin's shorter than her, and I think she's about as tall as the dwarf.
I was looking for magical items.
I have a few left.
Ones that do stupid / cool things. That like,
That's a weird request.
well, I'm just trying to do things to make people freak out.
I mean, I have something.
Stop clacking your keyboard.
I'm not clacking my keyboard.
She rolls backward off the counter and lands on the ground, then runs backward into her little shop area.
Is it a backwards Naruto run?
No,
Oh,
but she is wearing a large robe that just kind of trails behind her.
alrighty.
So when you say large, do you mean like normal person size and she's just wearing it, or?
It's a robe for about someone who's about a foot taller than her, so it kind of just trails behind her, and the sleeves go past her hands. She just kind of runs back there.
That's amazing.
And she comes back about 2 minutes later with a small piece of fruit. It's hard to tell what the fruit is, but it's clearly a fruit. It's edible.
It's a
I
devil
want to
fruit.
say something.
It's a devil fruit.
That's exactly my thoughts.
She puts it up on the counter and climbs up.
What is this fruit?
I have no idea.
Oh god, it is a devil fruit.
We just got a shipment of it today.
So you got a lot of them,
I did.
So it's not a devil fruit.
I have about 30 of them.
and they're enchanted.
I mean, just look at it. And it's shimmering and glowing.
Doesn't always mean things are enchanted.
I mean, I sure as hell, I'm not going to risk biting it.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my arcana to inspect. Yikes!
That
Yikers.
one.
That was a 4, so that makes it 8.
It's clearly enchanted. Heavily.
But so now I'm absolutely sure it's enchanted. I'm going
Heavily enchanted.
heavily enchanted.
He's gonna
I'm-
eat it.
Going to roll to see how it's enchanted.
Well, you already kind of rolled that.
Oh, I rolled to see if it was enchanted. Now I'm rolling to see what the effects of the enchantment are.
Have fun trying to do that.
Like any of them. Like deciphering at least one.
Understood.
Now.
What would I be rolling for this arcana again?
Yes.
It's a 20. Nope. That's a 9, so I would have a 13.
You can tell that it is kind of a mix of effects. A lot of good, a lot of bad. And specifically, one of its effects clearly is going to be a physical effect. As in, it's going to change your weight, height, eye color, something of the sort.
It's not going to be good for me. These fruits would be good as a prank, but not as something practical.
I mean, I never said they were practical.
Fair.
I have no idea what the hell they do.
Well, from what I can tell, that they will change something physical about the eater.
I wonder if I could be taller.
That would be one of
She
the
grabs it with her sleeves and
Wait.
pulls it up.
Wait, it also is a slurry of other effects.
Ah.
Some good, some bad.
But I want to be tall.
But it might kill you.
Ah.
If she eats it, you can loot her shop.
I literally
If she
was thinking
dies.
that. If you really want to eat it, I guess, but I don't know if it will make you taller or not. It might just change your eye color, it might change your weight,
Might make her shorter.
it might actually make you short.
I kind of doubt that.
He's 2 inches tall after this ordeal.
I mean, you can bite it.
I don't think that would be a good idea for me either. Because if my eye color changes, my patron's not going to be too happy with me.
She lays down on the table and just kind of like puts her hands out and holds the fruit, staring at it.
If you want to eat it, I can't stop you. You are an adult.
Right?
Right?
She stares blankly at you. How old do you think I am?
I'm going to guess 100.
What the heck, man?
She's an elf.
You see that she starts to cry, and she rubs her eyes with her sleeves.
I'm going to guess at least. Well, no, I probably shouldn't guess that actually. Now that I'm
Remember,
looking at
elves reach adulthood at the same rate as humans, but they just
Wait.
live longer.
No, they reach adulthood at 100.
Do they?
Yeah, 100's being an adult.
I think that's maturity, but not adulthood.
Oh, page 21. 21, where is it at? Elves can live for over 700 years, giving them a blah 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 blah.
I'm looking it up because you don't know what kind of elf she is.
That's fair, but all the elves I think reached it in the same.
Nope. The type of elf she is mature at the same rate as humans and reach adulthood around the age of 20.
Well, if I don't know what type of elf she is, I can't actually assume her age. Then can I?
The oldest that her type of elf can go is 180.
So she's a what elf?
Wrong.
No? Drows can't. Drows live longer though, don't they?
Well, now you're just trying to metagame, you asshole.
You're trying to what?
Metagame.
Yeah, that's. I'm just trying to figure it out now.
What is that?
I should be able to tell, shouldn't I?
That's metagaming is basically like if I told you the AC of an enemy and you were rolling, be like, hey, I rolled higher than that number. I did it. Or like if I tell you something about a character and you use a bunch of the books to figure stuff out about that character based on what I told you, like he's trying to fucking know.
Like I'm just trying to figure out what race she is, though I probably should know by sight. But that's not always obvious.
Well, she is wearing a large robe.
Ah, yes. So instead of assuming her age, I should probably just ask which
As
race?
she's busy crying on her counter.
Wait a minute. How old are you, actually?
She doesn't respond.
She's still crying.
She is crying.
You asshole.
Where did my dice go? Oh, yeah.
You dick.
I try to help calm her down.
How are you gonna do that?
Using charisma.
Uh-oh.
No.
That one.
You know, if he were on that one, he would just make things worse.
I know.
Using religion.
Religion.
Uh-oh.
No.
Really?
Saying that I'm a very young and dumb elf.
How old are you?
I'm 117.
You
18.
definitely don't look young.
Wouldn't I look young still?
What type of elf are you?
High elf.
High elf.
Then yes, you would. You would still look decently young.
Just say, I'm just getting into adulthood myself, so I'm not really sure on
What are you
everything.
doing?
I wanted to walk past.
I'm like, hey, why are you crying? I'm 118.
She hops off the counter and crawls under.
You made it worse. Dick.
How old is she?
We can't know. We're asleep.
She's like 7.
My character punches himself in the face. This is penance!
She's under the table.
I know, but she'll hear this. Trust me.
She hears you yell, but she doesn't care about anything else.
She punches and then hard.
She doesn't. She's crying. She doesn't hear it.
She'd probably hear me knock myself to the ground.
Well, then you're taking damage, my boy.
I was
1d6.
Yikes.
If you're hitting yourself that hard, yeah, you're taking damage.
I don't take damage in real life when I hit myself that hard.
But your con's a lot lower on your character.
Yikes!
Just roll a 6.
I just rolled a 5, which means I'm at 19 hit points.
Well, I knew it wouldn't kill you, so I made it a d6.
Okay.
That was a decent one.
It's a normal just.
Did you smack yourself?
No, I
Yeah.
punched myself.
Yikers.
I've lost most of the feeling in most parts, thanks to being stupid. Also, I have 4 sets of stitches in my face, so. Well, previous sets of stitches.
Are you okay?
Mentally, I probably should have a CAT scan.
So what now?
Well,
You've made the
You
weaponsmith
made the
cry.
girl cry.
I just yeeted myself onto the ground with a punch. I'm pretty sure she would have heard that.
She probably would, but she doesn't care. She's crying under the table.
Am I bleeding now?
No.
Yeah.
I punched myself that hard because I just took freaking 4 hit points worth of damage. I mean, 5
hit points.
5 hit points worth of damage. I'm pretty sure I would have drawn blood with that punch.
A little bit, but not bleeding per se.
Just like,
Probably knocked some blood out, but
just, well, that's blood.
probably some like bleeding teeth.
Yeah, that would be. Just like, well, I slowly get up kind of dazed. Be like,
You
yeah.
hear laughing
No.
from the
Oh.
fucking weaponsmith who's right beside her.
I get up and I like feel blood on my face.
The dwarf guy who's in the shop over just laughing his ass off.
I just look at him like. I take my hand and
Yo, what the
He
heck?
looks and he says, "Not only are you a moron, but you're oh my fucking god!" And he falls off his desk and is laughing.
not only am I a moron, but I'm what?
He couldn't finish his sentence. He was laughing so hard.
He fell back onto a pile of daggers. He was stabbed 37 times in the back.
I got
he fell backward
He
laughing.
died
I got
of
a store to
natural
loot now.
causes.
Goes loose the dwarf store.
Oh, are you trying to loot the
No,
dwarf
I'm-
now?
No. If I'm doing something as a reaction like that, it's usually not a real action. It's just saying that would be me if it actually was the case of his. In case of that, he fell on daggers and killed himself. I would loot his store instead.
Well, then what are you doing?
I'm gonna try to calm her down.
She's under the table.
I'm knocking. Lightly.
She's not coming out.
Roll charisma.
Roll charisma for knock. This is a charismatic knock.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, I'm curious.
What is that? That is a 6.
Would you like to roll mine?
That would be
'Cause yours
11.
seems pretty bad.
She doesn't come out.
I do even more charismatic knocks with 2 hands.
Oh,
Use this dice.
now we're getting special. You know when you start using 2 hands, that's when it's good.
That was a 16.
Holy crap!
So that would be a 21.
She still doesn't come out.
I have to roll a 20 for this, don't I?
Yeah.
No, I have to roll a 25 for this, don't I?
You have to roll a nat 20 is what I'm talking about.
Ugh, yikes. I just tell her I'm sorry.
She doesn't hear.
I tell
That's
her.
not
Her
here.
crying gets louder.
Oh god, man! What the hell?
A bunch of passerbys start giving you weird looks.
I just sit down. And just like. Wait, why would you. As an elf, like, you're not supposed to care about that.
Who said she was raised by elves?
Fair. That is actually fair.
You just insulted her entirely. I mean, come on, man.
She's an elf in a town full of humans.
Yeah.
And people who are kind of humans, but not quite.
There's like the weaponsmith. He's a dwarf. He's pretty much the only dwarf in the town.
I'm gonna go
Other
talk
than
to the other weaponsmith that's probably dying on the ground right
Oh,
now.
he is.
And I'm gonna be like, do you know any way that I could kind of help her?
He gets up and he's kind of like hardly able to breathe. He's like, "Oh my god, you're so fucking stupid. Jesus Christ."
Wait, love interest for Plant Boy? Question mark?
Dwarf.
No, not the dwarf. I meant
Plant Boy doesn't care. Plant Boy likes plants.
So,
so small and an
wait.
elf. It means she's really young.
she is really young.
oh no.
I didn't even think about that actually. I'm just
At least for an elf, she's really young.
I just thought she was just a really short elf. Actually, no, because that's on the lower end of what elves can be. Actually, I'm pretty sure.
Well, wouldn't younger
So-
elves like to be like, or depending on how young she is? I mean,
Would you like to be
oh.
seen as
As a
woman?
younger
yeah,
elf,
like
like
wouldn't you
I'm
want to be
thinking
seen
that
as
she's
being
like
older? Like,
I'm thinking that she's like a
Be
younger elf,
180.
and then I'm like, oh, she's an elf. That means she lives, you know, till 100. Like she lives till 700, as all elf species are supposed to do. As it says in the book anyway. Which elf species is she now? I'm curious about this.
You ain't gonna find out this session.
The dwarf gets up and kind of like leans himself on his counter and says, "Okay, oh my god. The only thing I could really think to do is, from what I know about that girl, she likes fish for some reason.
Like the eater.
Let's buy her some fish. There's a fish. There's a little fish stand
favorite type?
That's a good question, my boy.
Catfish.
Salmon is what I usually see her buy.
Alrighty. Is there anyone that she buys on a special occasion, maybe, or?
Not as far as I know. I just see her walk down to the stand right over there. You see him point to a stand that's selling a lot of fish.
Alrighty.
A stand?
I'll tell him
Yes.
thank you, and then
I mean, is she like
Shut
cooked
up.
salmon or raw salmon?
Cooked salmon.
I'm gonna tell him thank you, and I'm gonna go to the stand to go get some cooked salmon.
He continues laughing as you walk away.
I'm sorry.
I feel like this is gonna go badly now.
Every time you say that, all I can imagine is Star Platinum in a chef's hat and cooking up some salmon.
You know what? That's what it is now.
Oh my god!
What?
Star Platinum
How
cooking
good
up
the
some
fish.
salmon with an alien
Yeah,
in a
pretty
chef
much.
hat.
He's moving
Actually,
so
you know
fast
what
that
I
the air is
realized
just
with
getting
Steven
hot.
Universe? You know what I just
He's
realized
creating
with Steven
freaking
Universe intro?
friction in the
You know what I
air.
realized with the Steven
Cooking the fish
Universe
in the
intro
air.
that I showed
I've
you?
watched too much
Steven's
JoJo.
driving in the intro.
He's driving.
Yeah, he's driving.
Oh no, 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 no.
He's over 16.
Yes.
So you walk up to the stand and see one and only Star Platinum with a fucking chef hat and chef clothing.
I'm going to say I would like to buy. We got another crew member, boys.
Oh god!
And Jotaro is also there, just kind of in the corner reading
What?
a newspaper.
I'm gonna say, can I get 2 salmon?
Star Platinum kind of nods and starts chopping up some fish in a way so fast you could hardly see his hands moving.
Why?
He has it ready in about 60 seconds.
Okay.
What if I brought
And
upon
then
this
how much
curse
do
of-
I How much do I owe you for this?
He points to a sign on the side that says 2 gold.
Okay, I give him 2 gold.
Okay. He hands you the fish.
Okay, I go back over to the other one,
What other one?
the blacksmith,
Which one? The girl or
the
the
crying
old
one.
Okay. You can hear her sniffling underneath the counter.
I
I'm
guess
just
the
gonna say,
fish.
hey, I kind of brought you something to kind of try to apologize.
You see like her sleeve pop out.
Okay.
What?
And I kind of just give her, like, try to,
Grabs it and pulls it under.
and I'm just gonna say, the other blacksmith told me that you might like this.
You just hear the sounds of voracious eating.
I was gonna say more heavier crying,
Oh
but
god.
You still hear crying, but you also hear chewing sounds.
okay.
Oh no!
You hear the blacksmith still laughing.
The salmon reminds her of her dead parents. They were fishers.
Oh my god.
No.
Okay, so
After about 3 minutes, she pops her head back over the counter. Her face is red because she's clearly been crying very heavily.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, I'm sorry if I insulted you in any way. I was only going off of my basic knowledge of my village.
She climbs back up on the counter.
I'm just gonna say, I'm personally considered very young at 118.
She just stares at you.
Okay. I don't know what to say now, actually, so.
How about, are you okay?
Yeah. And is there anything else I can do to help you make it feel a little bit better?
She points at the fruit.
Oh god, you have to eat the fruit!
So I'm guessing I have to eat this now?
That's
God.
what she's suggesting.
I'm going to ask for clarification. So you want me to eat the fruit?
She nods her head.
Eat the fruit!
I take a bite of the fruit.
He fucking dies.
Instantly dies.
You can no longer swim. You've eaten the smoked fruit.
So tell me,
Your boy gets oofed.
what is your height? What is your weight? What is your eye color? And what are all 6 of your ability scores?
Oh,
Oh,
It's ability scores.
You didn't say anything about ability scores. You said physically, though. So
yeah,
I
but
guess,
you only rolled a 16.
Ability scores are your physical.
What's
Yeah,
ability
exactly.
scores?
They're more of just.
Ability
big
scores are
stats.
your strength, dex, wisdom, charisma.
Oh.
I'm 118. I'm 6'5". I'm
Let me see
106.
it.
Yeah.
I'll put it right here in my lap so you know I'm not going to hurt it. Okay. Alright.
It'll have probably been 8 hours by the time it's done with all this.
I think I still had like 2 hours left.
Alright. And
Do these effects ever wear off?
Nope.
Well, they probably wear off as soon as the fruit passes through your digestive system.
Nope.
your eyes change to green.
You mean my eye?
You only have one?
No, I have one that has to be the color of my patron's.
It changes as well.
It can't change. By the fact of the patron.
You've been outdone by religion, Dylan.
The patron, that's the patron. The patron has my real eye. It's a patron's eye, so he can see through me. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what.
Not his eye.
It's not my eye. It's the patron's eye.
Who is your patron?
Cthulhu.
He's dead. So your eye can change color.
I mean, even if he's dead, I mean, that's still his eye. If
That means his eye would be gone, because his patron's dead.
Oh, well.
Technically, how did my patron die in this universe?
Magic
Ask
Man.
Magic Man.
Fair.
He does know. All of the old ones are dead.
Then how am I still drawing power? That's the real question.
Why don't you ask
Well,
Magic
actually,
Man?
no, because it does say that you can draw power from the dead ones. So, you die, it's like, oh, you're just parasiting off of the living, or you're like, or there's a dead god that you would still draw power from his essence.
Breaking news: old god too angry to die.
Yes, that would be Cthulhu.
So, also I forgot to roll for something else. Okay. Your eyes change to green. You now weigh 180 pounds. Your height is now 7'2", and your skin changes to kind of a darker color.
So I'm now, instead of being
You're a drow.
pale, instead of being pale, I am now golden. You didn't say darker. You did. Do you mean darker like drow darker or?
No, more like
Italian or Arabian?
well, pale white. I'm assuming was more like this. Is what you're talking about for your character skin color? Like my shoulder? Like white? Like ghost white?
Yeah.
You're probably now closer to like your color or his color.
Okay.
So slightly darker.
You have a tan.
I'm gonna go ahead and just write this stuff in parentheses in front of your shit. So you can erase it when it wears off.
Yes.
Okay, I was right about that. But I won't know that.
Oh, wait. Something else changed. I forgot.
What else changed?
Your stats are garbage.
No, I haven't even rolled for that yet.
Oh.
Your hair is now blue.
What?
Yeet!
Shit, why didn't that let me type? Let me type, damn it.
It says no. Also, it's getting too warm in here. I'm sorry, but I'm turning the air conditioner back on.
I don't care.
Yeet. But you guys can actually control that?
Yeah, we can.
Turn it off.
We're fucked.
Yeah, we can't actually change ours or even turn it on or off.
More people.
Alright.
Ours has one.
Wow.
I've never actually messed with it.
What? Did it just make me better in a category?
Ah.
Or
By a
worse
lot.
in charisma, didn't it?
I'm writing in your ability scores.
Ah.
Okay. Shit.
How bad is it, Dylan?
That didn't do shit. Alright.
Where are you writing these? Because
I'm just writing them in parentheses in front of your actual scores.
okay,
So that way I don't have to erase your actual scores.
I'm actually curious on how long these last.
It's actually making you better. Kind of.
4 score and
I'm gonna guess that my charisma went down though, and that's bad.
Alright.
Yikes.
Have fun with that.
I have a 9 charisma, 15 wisdom, and 11 intelligence. Constitution still 15. I have a 6 in dexterity and a 16 in strength.
Your ability scores now match those in the parentheses.
Congratulations, you're now a fighter.
Pretty much.
A fighter that like.
I also can't hit
has
shit because I
arthritis.
have a -1 now for my spellcasting bonus.
Oh yeah, you do.
But my intelligence has went down, so I'm actually at average. I'm a little above average, but I have 11, so that would be plus. Would that be +1 or would that be 0? 0, okay. So my Arcana is now 2.
So these are your stats now, temporarily.
I want to investigate this thing. I want to investigate the rest of the fruit that I didn't eat
Okay.
and see how how long this will last.
Go ahead and try.
Nah. Yikes. That's a 9.
You have no idea.
I'm just gonna be like, well, this hurts.
Yeah, your dex is -2 now.
Yeah.
The girl just kind of rolls backward off the counter again and rolls under.
I can't talk now, so I can't talk properly now.
Yeah, you can.
No, I have a -1 now.
You still talk
Charisma.
properly.
I'm convincing to everybody.
Well, yeah, but you can still talk. You still have intelligence.
That's true. So, yikes. I actually don't know what to do now. Oh, this is what happened to me then.
Are you gonna go back to the bar then? Just leave her there?
Are you still alright?
You hear scribbling.
Are you taking notes on what these do?
She crawls back over the table and you see a large list of things that the fruit can do.
So you're taking notes on what they did.
She nods her head.
Well, I'm a whole foot taller now.
She kind of nods her head again. And she's looking at the fruit.
Is she gonna eat it?
Can I tell that these effects are temporary?
Yes.
I can definitely tell you that these are temporary.
She reaches out with her sleeves toward the fruit and lays down at it. It's like to paw at the fruit.
These are going to be gone by the next morning, aren't they?
Nope.
I can't answer that.
I'm asking her.
She has no idea.
Are you using this? Are you going to be using me for advertisement?
She shakes her head.
No? Like the effects that I have? Or was that just so that you had an idea of what they did?
She says yes.
Okay. Do you have anything? Well, I think I'm just going to go home now.
She rolls that back under the table.
Have a nice rest of your day.
You hear knocking.
What do we know?
What's the knocking for?
She knocks twice.
I knock back twice.
She starts crying again.
No, she's not crying.
I knock back twice.
Okay.
What happens?
Nothing.
What was the knocking for?
She knocks twice again.
I knock 3 times.
You hear sniffling.
I knock 1 time.
You hear more sniffling.
Do you not like the knocking?
She knocks twice.
That's yes.
She knocks once.
That's no.
She peeks her head over the table.
Hi.
She goes back under.
Bye.
Peeks back up.
Hi.
She goes back down.
Repeat last.
She knocks twice.
Knocks once.
You hear sniffling.
Knocks twice.
Happy lolly noises.
What?
What?
This is gonna be a game that is taking 2 hours.
Yeah.
How long have we been playing for?
I don't know.
2 hours.
Okay, so I'm just gonna continue this mundane task for 2 hours.
Okay. The rest of the group wakes up. So for those of you who are in the same room, because Joker's in the room with the 2 people who aren't here, so she doesn't really matter. You definitely wouldn't wake up first. It'd be one of you 2.
I'm just gonna head down the stairs.
Understood.
Oh, in game. Okay.
Yes.
What do you do?
So the group is slowly waking up. Joker makes her way downstairs when she wakes up.
You noticed that there was a character missing. You know.
Joker hasn't noticed. 'Cause she had no idea where you went anyway, because you didn't go to the room. Other than, but yeah, you were there. You went there.
Yeah, I was there for 4 hours.
She does know that you were there.
Yeah.
So she's a little confused when she wakes up and you're not there. What?
I'm kind of deciding how I want to wake up.
Falls out of bed.
Normally?
Falls out of bed.
Yeah, normally?
No.
You open,
Rolls
you,
right
you
out of
gain
bed.
consciousness.
Would I be on a bed or not?
I guess that's kind of up to you, because you three were in the same room. One of you is on the floor. And I'm pretty sure she said she wanted to be on the floor. Even though she's on her phone and not paying
Hey.
attention.
Were you on the floor or bed?
I was on the floor.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I'll
he's
just-
downstairs. Joker's downstairs.
I'll just wake up normally, I guess, this time. The alternative is me just waking up screaming and jumping out of a window before flying away. Don't ask why, just yes.
You would just face plant to the ground again.
I can fly.
You'd have to use your ability, and then you couldn't use it again.
I know.
Which
That's
would be a
why
waste.
That's why I didn't do it. Anyways, I go downstairs and order breakfast.
Would you have to roll to use that?
No.
No.
He just
Damn
does
it.
it.
You could roll the 1 and face plant again.
It breaks every bug. Falling out the window is good for bug.
Excuse me, sir. If you do that again, I'll have to bless you.
That's more of a threat toward me.
Paladin time.
So Joker and Scorn are downstairs. Then the Bard walks down. Banjo, I should say.
Banjo!
Because that's officially his name now.
Who's the goblin?
No, his name.
Me.
His name's
Oh.
Banjo.
I went from the stupidly long name to just Banjo for convenience.
The Goblin walks in after a few minutes from outside.
Food is 5 silver for like bacon, eggs, and toast, right?
Yes.
Okay. I order that and eat it.
Understood. Joker eats one of her rations.
So, where's Radish?
Joker says, I don't really know. All I know is he was in my bed when we went to sleep. He just kind of disappeared.
So we don't know where Radish is?
No.
The crazy cultist who goes around causing chaos?
Yeah, we probably should find him before he burns the building down.
Oh, God.
Finds out he's actually having a conversation.
Yeah, he made a little elvish girl cry.
I've probably left the shop by now, to be honest.
Are you back at the pub?
No, I'm probably just aimlessly walking around, probably going back to the pub slowly, thinking that I still have time before all you wake up.
We probably should go find him for his own safety, but
He'll probably come back eventually.
goes back to eating as soon as he finishes talking.
I'm gonna
I mean, he'll find his way back eventually. I'm sure he'll tell us whenever he did.
So if there's a bounty, we're turning him in, right?
Oh, definitely.
I don't think I actually did anything that would get me a bounty on me. Oh wait, no, I talked to the one guy that could get me a bounty.
I wouldn't get you a bounty.
He's
What, the
wanted.
He is wanted.
They're just talking.
Oh, that guy. I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about the guard.
They're just talking to somebody who's wanted to get you a bounty.
Because if you don't turn him in, yeah.
Oh.
If somebody sees and
But if you didn't know he was wanted, then
I didn't know he was wanted, but then I talked to the guard and learned he was wanted. I'm just gonna act oblivious, like, oh wait, you were talking about that guy? If I
Well, yeah, but if you didn't know where he went, so you didn't.
No,
know
I knew exactly where he went.
Oh, you did?
into the
He
future.
told me exactly what the watch did, and then he turned it forward 19 hours. So I know exactly where he's going. Well, no, because I wouldn't. Can he move around when he's in that space?
Yes.
So yeah, I would not know where he went.
So you would know nothing.
So he's following me around. Is
He
what I
might
hear.
be.
So he just watched this entire ordeal in fast motion.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so
If he's following you.
I want to do. I want to try to treat my wounds as I'm walking back.
From punching yourself in the face?
Yes.
How are you gonna do that?
Very carefully, with an arcane focus, trying to channel magic into my wound.
Do you have any healing magic?
No,
Then you're probably not gonna succeed.
I have necrotic magic.
Yeah, that's why you're not gonna succeed. You're gonna hurt yourself.
You're gonna fucking die.
I have a little bag of son.
Just pours sand into his mouth and
I have a
swishes
bag of
it.
Up into his mouth.
Why are you over there?
Stop eating.
I'm gonna disguise myself for fun. I have a disguise set. Okay.
Are you proficient with it?
Yes, actually.
Well, that means you have to take 10 minutes to disguise yourself.
Okay, so I'm walking back. I'm walking back, and in my middle of walking back, I'm disguising myself.
You have disadvantage
Why do I have disadvantage?
because you're walking.
Oh.
You're not sitting down
Okay,
and
I
like,
stopped
with
to-
a mirror actively working.
Oh. Okay. I will stop.
You have a mirror.
I have a little knife that can shine a reflection.
Have you ever used this knife for anything?
No.
Alright, shiny knife.
I also have a Chinese longsword that's never been used.
That'll take you about 20 minutes because they're thin blades, hard to see.
Okay. The longsword would be wider, but anyway.
It'd be longer.
Yes. That's true.
But your face isn't an oval.
Are there any mirrors around where I'm at that I can
There are
see?
windows.
Yeah, I can look at myself in a window over 20
Actually,
windows.
are there windows?
You're in a desert town.
Yeah, there's
Pretty much.
glass.
Wait.
It'd
Is
be
there
hard to see
sand.
because it's covered in sand, it's dirty, no one cleans their windows.
Is there water nearby?
You're near an ocean.
How
Still
close am I
water.
to the ocean?
He wants still water.
Forgot about that. That happened.
What?
He
Lean
almost
back.
killed himself.
Ew.
I need to fix the microphone. There we go.
He pulled back when his headphones were still plugged into the mic.
About
It's
1,000 feet from the ocean.
1,000 feet, so 5 minutes.
It's also
How
not
long would it take me to get back to the inn?
Well, you're gonna walk right by it.
Okay,
Okay,
but
so yeah, I'm gonna go disguise myself at the river in front of the inn, the ocean in front of the inn,
It's not in front of the inn, it's behind it.
behind the inn.
It's like 500 feet behind it, actually.
Okay, so 500 feet behind the inn, I'm disguising myself
Okay.
the ocean is not
As
reflective.
food.
as an old lady.
Go for it.
No, actually, as I want to disguise myself as
Yourself?
no,
Because you look different.
as the
Oh,
goblin.
Oh,
oh,
yeah, you do look
As
different.
the goblin.
hold on.
As the goblin.
Roll.
A 7-foot old lady and a 7-foot
18
goblin.
plus proficiency bonus would be 20.
You look like the goblin, but you're about twice as tall as him.
I just look like a taller goblin.
Yeah, you do.
I look like a really tall goblin.
Son! No. Gosh.
Oh yes, this is gonna work perfectly.
Oh no.
Alright, why do you disguise yourself?
For fun.
Well, so what are you doing now?
I'm going to the inn.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna bump my head on the freaking door.
So, what's everyone else doing? Is everyone just eating?
I'm
Yeah.
Except
probably
the goblin, because the goblin doesn't care.
I'm watching the door waiting for him to get back.
Okay. So the goblin's just kind of sitting around playing with shit. Joker's eating. I'm assuming the rest of you are all eating. We're going to assume the two who aren't here are just going to stay asleep.
I pull,
I'm
out,
doing
actually
shit.
it.
I pull out a tarot card to see what he got himself into.
Got himself into a
Fuck.
full house?
Let me think.
I'm gonna go use the
He
restroom.
made an elf girl cry.
Not on purpose.
I mean, reversed lovers. Failure, imbalance.
There we go.
No,
I did
no.
fix it after, so.
There's definitely a better card than that.
Where's the restroom? Back that way.
Make sure you go to the one with the sink.
The one with the sink.
Is there a bathroom without a sink in it?
The sink's outside of the bathroom, so yeah.
Reversed strength.
Reversed strength?
Yes. I think it's pretty fitting.
Abuse and weakness.
He abused a little elf girl.
What?
I'll grimace a bit, like a bit more than a bit, but I'll just put it back and shake my head. Oh god.
He got himself into something. and he's not gonna like what's about to happen when he walks in that door.
Goblin's gonna shoot him.
Goblin's gonna freak.
What?
What?
He's disguised as a goblin.
Yeah.
A taller.
7 foot tall goblin.
And your little goblin buddy's gonna freak the fuck out.
He's gonna shoot.
He's gonna like,
the shit out of
it's me!
I is back.
Don't say anything.
I heard something about me.
You're gonna die.
Ah, shit.
Magic man gonna kill you.
Why?
Don't worry about it.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Magic man gonna.
So what are you doing?
Where's the
You're
bathroom?
welcome.
I use bathroom.
Walking back in.
Okay.
The inn at this moment.
So,
There's a sink on the outside.
That's how the one downstairs, like the downstairs. Actually, no. Both the upstairs and the downstairs have a sink outside, right?
Yeah.
That is so odd.
It's so that
So you
Because
can,
the
like-
one can't fit.
And so you can brush your teeth even when somebody's in the restroom.
yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So
Which is very
Magic
useful.
Man's gonna kill me, I guess. That was probably his daughter, wasn't it?
No. Magic Man doesn't have kids.
Yet.
Magic Man doesn't like kids, actually.
Then wouldn't he not like the elf girl? Oh wait, it's because of his brother. Not brother, but the guy who's looking for him, isn't it?
You just speak up, because the microphone can't hear you, which means I can't hear you.
It's because of the guy that's looking for him who is who he ended
I
up.
can't
How about
tell
you just
you.
enter the inn and find out?
Oh, I am entering the inn.
So as you enter, you see everybody's sitting down eating, and the goblin is tinkering with something on a table that's kind of off to the side.
I just stare at him in bewilderment.
You wouldn't know who I am.
I know, but it's a 7 foot tall goblin.
The goblin looks at you and says, "It's me!" and pulls out a long bow, sticks it in the ground, and
Wait,
knocks an arrow
can I roll
and
for-
shoots it at you.
Can I roll? To see,
Why?
can I roll to see if it's him? To
Well-
see if I can see past his disguise.
Go ahead and try. But now he's taking damage from this goblin, probably.
Ouch!
The goblin would not shoot itself.
I got 10.
What's your AC?
Not high enough.
It got a 24.
I got a 10.
No, you can't tell.
And I would have a -2, actually, so my AC would be even lower.
Okay.
Yikes.
How long do these freaking things last?
You take 10 damage from the arrow.
I'm dead. No, I'm kidding. I have 9 hit points left.
So you've just been shot in the stomach by the goblin who's like absolutely freaking the fuck out because he just saw himself twice as tall.
What do you do?
I didn't say I wanted to disguise myself perfectly. I just said as the goblin, meaning goblin.
Well, this goblin has an 8 intelligence. He's fucking retarded.
Why'd you shoot me, my brother?
Future me, shut up! He knocks another arrow.
I talk in
He
his
starts
mind real
pulling
quick.
it
Hey,
back.
wait, stop. You know if you kill your future self, you kill your own future.
Think.
I'm dead.
Wait, oh god, he shot him.
18.
I'm dead anyway.
He rolls 7 damage.
Okay, not
He
dead.
has 2 HP.
He
Okay.
shoots you in the leg.
Can I?
Surrender now when you don't die.
I
did surrender.
Hey, I grab the goblin and pick him up off the ground,
Strength
away
check.
from his bow.
Strength
He's
check.
3 feet tall.
How
Yeah.
much does he weigh?
70 pounds or something.
Still have to roll high enough to pick him up.
Nat 20.
You pick him up.
Nat. Well, that's what I get a nat 20 on.
The goblin starts to struggle. Let me down!
I pass out.
He pulls out his short sword and flips it around and is about to stab backward.
Wait, the goblin's about to do
Yes.
this? I just
Like-
shake him to make him stop. Somebody help me with this goblin.
Yeah, he vomits.
He's vomiting
I
that
pass out
way.
from the pain.
Okay, he's vomiting that way. I'm holding him away from me.
Hey, shit went to shit.
He vomits on the ground. He's like,
I'm-
stop shaking.
What do I miss?
Stop. Then stop trying to stab yourself. I stopped shaking him.
What did I
Oh,
miss?
you're right. He pulls his sword over slightly and stabs backward.
What am I missing? What
Wait,
is
hold on.
happening?
How long is the long sword?
This goblin.
It's a short sword.
How long is the short sword?
Short swords are like, what, 2-3 feet long?
Not even.
Not even?
I'd say
And how long would my arms
Two.
be if I'm 7 foot
It's like
tall?
1.5.
Your arm would be about 3 feet.
Depending on the
So,
well,
He
depending
could
on
stab you in the arm.
the hilt and all. Like counting Hilton all.
That's
it's
definitely
like,
2 fucking foot.
Yeah.
yeah,
A
probably.
foot's like that long.
I'm thinking.
There's no way that a short sword is that
Oh
short.
yeah,
What
no.
is happening?
2 foot versus. I think
He
Goblin-
goblin downed him, thinking he's
Almost.
in his future self.
What's your armor class?
Who, me?
Yes.
15.
He hit you. He stabbed you in the arm.
Wait, how long are your arms?
I don't know, like 3 feet.
They wouldn't be able to hit him.
No, it stabbed him in the
Oh,
arm.
I stabbed him in the arm. Ah, bicep.
How much damage would I take?
10.
How the hell?
He has a feat that if he's only wielding one weapon, it deals +2 damage.
Wait,
So-
technically then when he's wielding the bow, he's wielding a 2-handed weapon. This counts.
I didn't count it for you.
Oh.
That was just his +5.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
He gets +7 damage to the short sword, and he rolled a 3.
So he dealt 10 damage?
Yes. Well, since it's only your arm, I would say let's make it like 5. Since he
Okay.
just stabbed you in the arm.
I'm at 22 then. Okay.
He continues struggling.
Rolling persuasion. Can I stop attacking things?
Then
That
put me down!
is, that is clearly not a goblin.
Are you dumb?
Goblins aren't that big.
It's a new race of goblin.
No.
They must go extinct.
No, we would know about this.
No, we wouldn't.
We would.
They're hiding in the shadows.
That would be the drow. They're an elf.
No, goblins like hiding. You do know that goblins have like stealth, right? A
No.
lot of goblins have like +7, +8, +9 stealth.
What the
Goblins
hell?
are sneaky shits.
Holy
That's
hell.
what they do.
I'm gonna have somebody carry me for 4 hours, by the way.
You have 2 hit points. You're still alive.
I'm
Can
going
I-
to have somebody carry me for 4 hours so I can meditate.
Can I roll
again.
to persuade him to stop?
He's a player character, so you're gonna have to actually talk to him.
So I can't actually persuade him with dice.
No.
That is stupid.
Come on.
That is
Convince the
stupid.
goblin.
Okay, why would he reveal himself in broad daylight to a city full of people if they were all hiding in the shadows?
Because he was sent here to kill us.
Why would,
I saved us.
why would he be sent here to kill us? What have we done that would warrant killing?
We're going after this lich guy, right?
Not really. We're just
That's
going.
the goal.
The goblin wouldn't even know all this, would he?
I'm surprised nobody's
He's talked
inspecting
about
my unconscious body.
Well, I mean, everyone's eating.
Eating while watching somebody
They're
get
all just kind of
shot.
watching this happen. As soon as Joker finishes, she does walk over to your body and inspect it to make sure you're still alive.
Is he alive?
Yeah, it seems like it.
Not really.
He's pretty damaged, but I don't think he'll die.
Goes back to eating.
Yeah.
Joker starts to bandage the wounds and pulls the arrows out.
Look, he's already unconscious.
No, he's not.
Who said that?
Joker. He's barely conscious.
Okay, well he's down and can't attack us. So can you please stop stabbing me and shooting him?
Well, put me down.
I don't trust you to stop
Let me
attacking
down.
us.
Put me down.
I drop him.
Thunk. Ow! Fuck!
You said to put you down.
Does he start bleeding again?
No.
How is his legs healed now?
Well, yeah! He took a long rest in the hole.
He would still be asleep if he was taking a long rest.
That is fair.
You woke up at the time that he exploded.
Oh yeah.
And he
that's
went to
true.
sleep pretty much right after
Oh,
that.
right. Okay.
The bastard just shocked me. My computer just shocked me. How?
The goblin!
You think
I will
it's
take you
weird?
down to the real world!
I had my arm laying right here and I got shocked.
Jeez.
So I think one of my hairs went in. Actually, no, wait. I think I know what happened.
What?
One of my hairs went in between this because I
And he
have
got
a-
caught by the fan blade?
Yeah.
Nice.
The goblin gets up and puts his bow on his back again. Puts his short sword away.
Alright, now Joker, is that a real goblin or someone dressed up as a goblin?
Joker says, I guess we'll find out. Pulls out her dagger and puts it against your throat.
I'm unconscious.
No, you're still conscious.
You're
I
still
said I passed out
Hardly.
from the pain.
You
I'm
can't pass
sorry.
out from pain.
I'm sorry, this just fucking sounds like a Scooby-Doo thing. Let's see who the real goblin
And
is.
honestly, I'd pretty much be unconscious at this point.
You're still conscious.
She puts her fingers on your neck and says, "You still got a pulse." Hold on. Oh yeah, she knows you're a fake. She got 25.
But she wouldn't know it's me because I changed her immensely.
Well, no.
Physically. Remember?
Oh yeah, she wouldn't really recognize you.
Nobody would recognize me.
She would know that you're not a goblin.
Yeah.
She looks and says, "Nah, this clearly isn't a goblin. I don't know who this is, but
I completely changed.
I don't know who this is, but they're clearly not a goblin."
What kind of idiot would walk into an inn dressed as a goblin?
I don't know. It sounds like something that plant boy would do, though. Do you have any rags? I want to see if I can wipe off his makeup.
Always ask Barkeep. And I probably still have the ones on me from earlier since Goblin didn't use them.
I asked the barkeep if he has any rags.
He says, "Well, what do you need it for?"
Well, that idiot dressed up as a goblin, we need to wipe all the paint off to see who he is.
He wets a rag and tosses it to you.
Thanks.
Man,
I walk over
he
and
has
hand
a
it to
huge
Joe.
rag supply.
He's a barkeep!
I walk over and start wiping off his face.
And your facial features haven't changed very much. So those of us who aren't dumb like the goblin can tell who you are.
Completely or just, looks similar.
We know who you are.
I mean, it's only your hair and your eyes.
My
change.
hair, my eyes, my
Weight,
age,
height,
my
pretty
age
much
didn't change.
everything has changed
Yeah.
except his facial structure.
What the
Well,
hell?
I mean, I
Everything
feel
in parentheses, that's all changed.
Well, I mean, okay, if your facial structure hasn't changed, then I feel like you can probably still recognize
Oh
it.
yeah, people who have an intelligence of 10 or higher, which
Yeah.
isn't a goblin, will
So-
tell who you are.
Okay.
What the hell did Radish get himself into?
I don't know, but I'm kind of scared of that goblin now.
Pretty much killed Radish in 2 attacks. Oh wait, I have a bruise on my cheek too. And swelling.
Joker looks at the group and says, "So, can someone pick him up and put him in one of the beds?
I mean, I could heal him.
Or do that?
Can I heal people? I can heal. Oh no.
You're a fighter, you can't heal people.
Never mind.
The goblin can heal.
I thought it was because I was an Asmar or whatever.
Yeah, you can heal people.
I
You can heal people for your level, I think.
Don't use spell slots on me.
I have 4
What's that?
intended to.
What's spell slots?
It's legit
You
Dipper.
cast spells.
How you
What?
cast
Is
spells?
that Dipper?
I'm on Reddit, dude.
Oh,
I mean, he's not unconscious, but I did sound. Ooh, I could just use. Since I never use it anyway, I can use Healing Hands equal to level once per long rest. So,
wait, what?
Healing Hands is
Oh
a
yeah, that's the
racial
Asmar
thing.
thing.
Alright, so I take my hand.
I thought that was the paladin thing. I was like, you're not a fucking paladin.
No. So,
My own hand stuff.
I pick him up by the scruff of his. This right here, scruff of his shirt.
Shirt?
Yes.
Is that the word you're looking for?
Yes, I just wasn't sure if scruff was right. Hold him up.
Scruff would be the-
Hold up
Scruff is
my
back, yeah.
with my left hand. Raise my right hand as it starts glowing a light green, and slap him with it, healing 3 hit points.
You heard the goblin laughing.
So I'm at 5 now.
And you wake up.
Ah! That hurt.
But
Can't you
now
see I'm
you're-
already bruised?
But now you're awake, and we don't give a fuck. What the hell
I
happened?
looked down at my stomach.
Joker looks at you and says, you're an absolute moron. Why did you walk in here dressed as a goblin?
I couldn't think of anything better to do, and I was trying to play a prank on you guys.
Blank.
It's a prank on you guys.
Well, clearly it worked out pretty well because you almost died to a goblin. That's half your fucking height.
I look into my stomach and I'm like,
It's bandaged.
oh, it's bandaged?
Yes,
Okay.
Joker bandaged you.
Nice.
Okay, but what the hell happened to you? You're. How tall is he again?
I'm 7'2".
Yep.
You're an inch taller than me now.
Hey, I drink my milk.
That
Spooky
wouldn't
calcium.
explain you growing a foot.
I'm surprised that he didn't go on something else first. It's the height that bothers him, it's not the hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care about the hair. You can easily dye your hair. You can't easily change your height.
In D&D times?
Yes. Magic
It
Man
wasn't
couldn't
really
do it.
hair dye.
Yeah, so.
There's There's still other dye you can dye your hair with.
Well, yeah, it's just not a common thing.
Yeah.
Unlike
It would be
today.
surprising.
For all I know, he could have just fallen head first into a vat of paint.
Also, you said my eyes have both changed. So,
The green.
yeah, so now I no longer have my red glowing eye. I have 2 green eyes.
I didn't know your eye glowed in the first place, so I mean,
Well, I finally found it where I could do that, and I finally just decided I'm just going with Cthulhu again. So that was new to this session. I've been trying to figure out what I wanted to do for the last couple sessions. I'm also now tan. Pretty much, I look like a completely different person.
yeah, I'm
with the
more
same
bothered
face.
by the height. I don't care about
Did you
anything
gain weight
else.
or lose weight? Didn't
I
you?
gained 20 pounds.
Oh.
I mean, but he rose a foot,
Yeah.
I rose a foot and gained 20 pounds from
so
that.
that's
foot.
not bad.
No, I'm probably just a little bit skinnier now. I got into trouble. I ate a
How?
fruit,
Oh,
and apparently it was heavily enchanted
why would you eat the fruit?
To make-
because I made somebody cry.
Why did you make someone cry?
Because I guess their age and after noticing that they were an elf, I guessed that they were over 100 years old, and they did not like that.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Elves aren't adults until 100.
Not all elves.
I think I would have known this. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Everybody make intelligence checks.
Oof.
Shit.
Wait, how do I do that?
I got an 8.
I got a 13.
19.
I'm just gonna roll this one.
You got a 13.
17.
So us three, whoever got a 15 or higher, remembers that there are other elves that can reach maturity and whatnot before the age of 100 that have like a different lifespan than his. Specifically, half elves.
So you just
Oh.
took my comment and just erased it from existence.
What common?
The one where I said that not all elves are that.
Well, yes, but you just don't remember what type of elves.
Oh, I see.
Half elves only live to like 120.
They live to 180, and they mature at 20.
Elves technically are. They have different ears. They wouldn't be seen. They're usually hated by elves.
What? Half elves?
Yeah,
Well, you didn't see her ears.
fair point.
She was wearing like a little cloak or bathrobe.
Ah. Yeah,
there was
now
a reason she was wearing that.
that makes a lot more sense now.
And just to say, she wasn't even 20 yet.
Oh, well.
So she wasn't even an adult in elf age, so you were way off.
Yeah. Now I get it a bit more now knowing that she's a half elf. Anyway,
You
with my character.
insensitive piece of potato.
A
You don't
potato.
even
I
know
am
what
a
he did.
radish! Though I do still grow in the ground.
Out of character.
So now the party's back together. What's the plan?
Well, I'm down 5 hit points.
I
That's
think
pretty.
I just got your lid.
That's the cap.
That's the cap!
It wasn't the flannel.
He's at 5 HP, but we can carry him for.
4 hours.
But we need to wait for Magic Man to get done with the forge so we can get some weapons.
I'm just gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna go chill up in a room. Wait, no, we don't have the rooms anymore, would we?
Well,
No.
No, you have to pay for him again.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go chill at this table.
Well, shouldn't we discuss what we're going to do next until Magic Man is done with the forge?
I'm in too much pain.
You're fine.
The goblin gives you a really dirty look. He says, I know your secrets.
And then I just speak in his head. I know yours.
You see him get ready to pull out his longbow again. He says, don't make me do it.
This is God speaking.
He plants it down and like lays down and starts to point upward with
Okay.
the bow.
Can I just quickly grab not the goblin, the bow?
Yeah. That's what I was going
So
to
you
do.
just take the bow from him.
Yeah.
The goblin looks up and he says, I want my bow back.
You wouldn't look up.
I'm 5 foot. You might be able to like jump for it.
The goblin jumps up on your shoulders and starts climbing you.
I'm gonna
I'll
throw
take-
the bow.
No, I'll grab the
Yeah,
bow.
we'll play fucking a hot
I'll-
potato with it.
I'll grab the bow and hold it up as far as I can.
The goblin hops off the dwarf and pulls out a short sword and aims for your ankles. Bow.
Are you going to stop shooting people?
Yes.
Is it a lie?
If I can have it back.
If you promise to stop shooting people until someone needs to be shot,
I was gonna shoot God. He needs to die.
which one?
The one up there. I keep hearing his voice.
What does the voice sound like?
God.
God.
You know, would I know that there are other people that can talk in other people's heads?
Yes.
You know, it might not be God talking to you, right?
And you do know that he can do that.
No,
Because he's done it to you.
Well,
You know, he's done the same thing before, right?
No, I didn't talk to him. I talked to Joker. So Joker would know, but nobody else would.
I'm pretty sure you talked to him too.
I would know.
Yeah, you also talked to Catnap.
Oh yeah, I did talk to Catman.
You've talked to a lot of people through that
I
trying to
have,
fuck with
haven't
them.
I? So most of the party does know about this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's done the same thing. He can speak directly into your head.
I just say, I am good at that.
Goblin looks at you and says, God?
He's not God. He's just
You lied to me!
He's just an idiot with powers.
He pulls out his short sword and aims for his ankles again.
I just say, wait, I'm an apostle of my God.
I will still slash your ankles.
I would prefer you didn't, especially since I'm sitting on them.
I give him back the bow,
He puts
And
his
he's-
bow on his back.
and we still need him. He can
No,
still
we not.
He can still be cannon fodder another day.
I am pretty good at that too.
See?
The goblin puts the short sword away. You live another day.
Or do I die another day?
I can kill you now.
I prefer to die another day. That's what I was trying to say. I'm probably going to die. You're gonna outlive me.
The goblin raises his short sword and says, Yes, I shall! And he runs out the door.
Can I just pluck him up off the ground?
You can try. Dexterity check.
Dexterity, that I'm good at.
You have to beat the goblin. Wow, alright.
18.
25.
What the
You
hell?
miss.
Just runs in between my legs, shouting.
Pretty much. He just starts like yelling his goblin war cries out the door.
I stare in his direction after he leaves. Should we worry about that?
Joker says, yeah, he is the one that blew up a hole in the ground.
Oh fuck.
And himself earlier.
Wait, what?
What?
That's what that was?
Yeah.
Did he steal more rocks?
Probably.
Uh,
Yeah, we should probably chase after him.
I hear an explosion.
I start running.
I'm gonna start my meditation now.
Okay.
Thinking about food.
You walk outside and see that the goblin's at the edge of the hole throwing rocks in, so he doesn't blow himself up.
I'll walk over and ask what he's doing.
Digging hole.
Why?
Because hole.
Can I please get some explanation?
He curls into a ball and rolls down the slope into the hole.
I put my head in my hands and just.
This hole on the path, I forget.
It's on the edge of the path, but it's so big it's starting to impede on the path. This hole is easily 20 feet deep now. Probably about 40 feet in diameter.
Can we slide down it safely and crawl out of it?
Yes.
Can I see what he's doing?
He's just at the bottom, curled up, not moving.
Did he blow up his legs again?
No.
I'll just
Aw.
watch him, make sure he doesn't do anything.
You hear Joker yell, "This goblin's fucking stupid!"
I know.
I'm going to go back to the door real quick to grab my charger.
Okay.
Because my phone's at 8%.
Hold on, what?
You want to use my computer for that?
Hold on, what?
Charging your computer.
What port do you have on your phone?
USB-C.
Yes.
I can use hers real quick.
Oh, okay.
This will actually charge it in like minutes.
Yeah, it's insane. It's great.
Like pretty much I'll be back by the time I actually get it. It'll should be charged. I probably should unwrap it a little. That might be smart. Anyway.
So what is the group doing?
I'm just watching the goblin to make sure he doesn't do anything.
Okay. The goblin's doing nothing, Joker's inside.
The radish is meditating.
Who's meditating?
I don't even know.
Easy.
I'll draw a tarot card for the goblin. Haven't done that yet.
Let us see. Upright Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune.
Indeed.
Oh, I know what I'd like to do. I want to pray.
To
Holy
whom?
crap, this goblin.
Does my ancient god have a name?
I thought you picked Anubis.
Success,
I don't want to have a god of death.
success, luck, and abundance.
Is there an ancient Egyptian god of happiness?
Probably.
Maybe Ra, but that's more of a sun than anything.
Yeah.
Which is why I would assume so.
Because just looking at like the oaths, it was like, I swear to bring happiness to all the people that I find.
Maybe alcohol.
Minerva.
I mean, there's the god of cats for Egypt.
I have
Ba.
alcohol.
What?
I have alcohol
Minerva.
in the game.
Who is it?
A Roman goddess of war, wisdom, and happiness.
Oh,
No.
Minerva. Really?
A Roman god.
You're going for Rome?
Yeah, why not?
Because they're just a rip-off of Greece.
Actually,
Look, man, I searched up ancient god of happiness, and it took me to Korra, and that's the first thing that was
I
there.
thought you pledged yourself to Magic Man.
No.
I mean, you could be an Oathbreaker Paladin.
Oh, no.
I thought about that. Didn't want it.
Aren't they supposed to be more powerful than actual paladins, though? Like, a lot more.
So,
They're actually useful.
I don't know. Ancient oath is pretty good as well.
so does anyone else do anything?
Doesn't seem like it. So is everyone just waiting?
Probably waiting on Magic Man. Cue time skip.
So after about sometime around probably 3 or 4 in the morning.
That's what I have.
Nice. A little bit of midnight forging.
There's more when you scroll down.
I'm assuming everyone's gone inside by that point.
And
He's kind of hanging out in the bar.
I'll just keep watching the goblin to make sure he doesn't do anything stupid while he's
Who
in the hole.
definitely would have went inside. Goblin's just kind of running around.
As long as he's just throwing rocks in a hole, that's fine.
There's a knock on the bar door.
I really hope you don't use this skill around me.
That's good.
About the Fae.
Yeah, I know.
Because I'm an elf and that's technically.
If you look at it, the aura of warding is what's fucking OP.
I was just like, ouch, because that's affecting me.
Undying Sentinel aura of warding is just too good.
So you all hear a knocking at the bar door, and the bartender's not there.
I'll walk over and open the door after listening.
Listening to what?
The door. The other side of the door.
You don't hear anything.
Well, you said
Who
you
is
started
it?
talking.
There's no response.
I'm gonna need a response if I'm gonna open the door.
You hear more knocking.
I knock back.
You hear a faster series of knocks.
I knock. The same knock.
Wait, how many hours has this been now?
This has been roughly 16, 17 hours since you ran into a steampunk guy.
No, I mean,
Out of game.
no. I was meaning since I started my.
You're healed.
Yeah, you're definitely done by now.
Okay. I probably should have guessed that in the 16, 17 hours mark.
I open the door.
You see Steampunk Man on the other side. He tips his hat to you.
I'll let him in, I guess.
I just look at him and I'm like, Magic Man's gonna kill me.
He walks in with a very prideful stride.
A very what?
Prideful stride.
Prideful. Okay.
And he looks around and he says, "So, this is the group, is it?
Explain.
The group of adventurers that recently came through.
I suppose.
Is everyone here?"
Are you here to kill us?
Ah, no.
No, just
Then yes.
What?
This is no, just me.
I'm not here to kill you either.
That's surprising.
Why would I want to? Do you want me to kill you?
No, it just seems to be on a lot of people's agendas.
I mean, I certainly could.
I would prefer to stay amongst the, well, I would prefer to stay amongst the living right now. I still have work to do.
He puts his hands in his pockets and kind of looks around the room. Joker seems to be a bit on edge.
Does she know him?
Maybe. Did Joker try and fight him?
Banjo, your bird, Kazooie,
Mm-hmm.
also seems to be on edge.
I'll take a slight, barely noticeable step back.
I'm gonna roll the
The
random-
goblin also implants his bow and points it at this man.
Well, that's suspicious.
You really don't have a good aura around you, do you?
Is there anything you notice about all three of these characters I just named?
Do they all have animalistic properties?
Wow! Way to insult Joker!
Well, animalistic properties means just sense. They're all more perceptive in a way. Like, in tune.
Oh,
nature.
right, higher perception. Because Kazooie actually has decent perception.
Look, how much perception do I need to see this?
Yours isn't high enough, I'm sure.
I mean, my passive perception is 13.
That's
Wait,
not
I need to see what my
hold on.
perception is.
how do you calculate passive perception again? Is that just
10
wisdom?
plus perception.
10
Did my
plus
stuff wear off?
perception?
Yes.
The fruit wore off. Yes, finally. So wait. We would have to skip to the time when the fruit wore off. Is anybody around me?
Okay, that'd be 14. Not
Probably, but we're just gonna kind of pretend it just slowly wore off as
So
time went by.
That'd be 14, not 13 then.
I have
You still
one.
can't see.
Yeah, but I mean,
I'm a 14.
You
So-
don't see it either.
so Kazooie can just barely sense it. And not okayness.
15 is what I'm looking for.
Okay.
Which I believe those three are the only ones with a 15 or higher. So Joker speaks up and says, I really don't have a good feeling about this guy.
How bad?
Get your weapon ready.
I'll put my hand on my short sword.
Get my long sword out.
He's got something in his pocket that he's messing with. And as soon as she says that, the rest of you can see that his hand is moving around in his pocket.
I
And
just,
the man laughs and he says,
I
I
just
see
asked-
you've noticed.
I just asked, is that the watch from earlier?
It is.
Ah.
And then you see that he disappears.
Is he behind me again, or is he behind the entire group this time?
Everyone roll perception.
Fork.
Somebody roll it.
That's a six.
Perception.
I got a 20.
21.
Somebody hand me the dice. I can reach. Yeet.
11.
11.
Okay.
Plus your.
I got a
9.
20 in total.
Plus
is
my
it?
what?
9. Perception.
20 in
Oh,
total.
so 12.
Everyone except for Scorn can see that he is now standing in the rafters looking down at the group.
Where'd he go?
Ah, this gives
I'll just
Scorn just looks at the rest of us all looking up.
I'll just put my hand on his shoulder.
Oh, I just like, where's it go? And he's like, oh.
He looks down and says, So, how have we all been doing?
I almost died.
Ah, so I heard.
I'm very
I
good
also
at it.
heard that you got slashed by the goblin, didn't you?
Out of character, did I?
You did, he slashed your arm.
Right. Right.
That goblin seems to be a bit of a nuisance, isn't he?
Magic Man seems to like him.
Ah, yes, Magic Man. He likes everybody. Because nobody can stop him.
I missed that.
What?
Repeat last.
Because nobody can stop him.
Oh,
Magic Man likes everybody because nobody can stop him.
except for time and time itself.
How do you think I'm going to be able to stop him?
Time and time itself.
Of course.
He's nuts.
But why do you want to stop Magic Man?
Magic Man has a agenda that he's not telling you about.
Well, I mean, yes, we kind of
Isn't
assumed
everybody?
that.
Magic Man is gay.
I think Magic Man wouldn't just be gay. I think he'd be interdimensionally gay.
Advanced.
Advanced gay.
This isn't just regular gay. This
I mean,
is
technically, I think the
advanced again.
fall under the guise of being sexual. Right?
Huh?
Wouldn't he fall under the guise of pansexual?
If you liked everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ignoring that, yes, we kind of all assumed he had a hidden agenda already.
The man disappears again.
Do I see where?
Roll perception if you want to find out.
Hey, look at that.
Hey, does it make
Another
you feel
9.
13.
Oh, wait, that's you.
Let her roll it. 19 plus
Got it.
1 is 20.
I got a 15.
I think I got a 13, but I'm not too sure. I forget. My memory is garbage.
So this time, anybody who rolled a 15 or higher can see where he went, which is who? Joker got a 22,
I got a
Yeah,
15.
20,
15.
15. So you three see that he is now behind the counter, dressed exactly as the bartender was,
Where's the bartender?
cleaning off a glass.
Where's the bartender?
In the hole.
Alright, now where is he?
I just asked him, so what happened to the bartender?
As he's cleaning the glass, he says, "He's not here right now."
Did you kill him?
I did not. I wouldn't do such a thing.
Did he fall down the hole?
What hole?
The hole outside. Did you not see it? It's pretty huge.
Oh no, I saw it, but how would I get him out there?
You got time.
I don't. Sadly.
Well, that's alright. You don't have much time.
It is getting better though.
Ah. Are you about ready to start mass producing these?
No.
Oh.
I think one is terrifying enough. Thank you.
But it's
He
useful.
tips his hat, says, "Thank you, it's of my own creation." He pulls out the pocket watch and starts to fiddle with it again.
So what'd you come here with here? What did you come here today for?
I'm waiting on Magic Man.
Ah.
Are you going to try and kill him?
No, of course not. He's much more powerful than I am.
So what did you come here to meet him for today?
I'm gonna ask him for some things.
Ah.
So don't mind me. I'll just be here for a while.
Have you been following me all day?
No, I have not.
Okay.
I have other things to be doing.
I just remember you using the watch earlier and I wasn't sure.
Yes, I skipped forward about 14 hours. And then decided to come here while I was waiting for the rest of the time to skip ahead.
Ah. So you still have about 5 hours left.
Depending how long it takes Magic Man. He does things quicker than you expect sometimes.
Hold on, you said you skipped 14 hours through time?
Yes, I did.
And you said you could pause time for at least a little bit?
When did I say that?
Well, not really said, but
say it.
He didn't say it.
you have been seemingly teleporting around. I assume that's not simple teleportation?
Well, because I am actually a specific kind of elf. I can teleport at will, as long as I can see where I'm going.
Mm,
We are a near extinct race of elf, sadly. You
Sorry
can
to
see
hear
his
that.
hair starts to change from brown to almost a white.
sorry to hear that.
Why the hell is your hair changing?
We a lot of people like to call us seasonal elves. Our hair would change color depending on what season elf we are. I, however, have found out the ability to become whatever season I please, at whatever time that I please. Brown is autumn, white is winter, a kind of orangey glow is summer, and I'm sure you can guess what spring is. Green.
Interesting.
I figure we're gonna be here for a while, so I'm just gonna take out my longsword and set it on the table and start performing my pact magic on it to make it my pact weapon.
If you can skip through time, could you also store it to give you extra time at a later date?
No, I
Unfortunately.
cannot do that. You see your longsword disappears.
It was.
Excuse me.
He says, "Ah, yes, did you want to order a drink, sir?"
Ah. Well.
You hear the goblin yelling in the corner.
guessing who.
I look at the goblin.
The sword is sticking out of his head.
Oh my god!
I just look over.
Wax tape can't fix
That
that.
wasn't, that wasn't even used yet, and you injured one of my friends.
He says, "What do you mean I did that?"
Hey, I didn't say him. I just said that wasn't even used yet. And oh wait, I did say.
You did say him.
I did say you. I didn't say you to who. I didn't.
Well, you are in front of him, so he's assuming you're talking about him.
I was sitting at a table trying to make that my packed weapon. Let's go. He's like, alrighty. Then who did? Oh, and I was just like, Magic Man?
You hear, "Yes, hello!" And Magic Man appears in the center of the room.
That wasn't used yet.
I got to use it first. Ha 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 ha.
Oh,
He snaps his fingers and it's back in your arms.
you back on the table or in my
No,
arms?
it's actually in your arms. Through your arms, actually.
Well, it's been used again.
Take 1d10 damage.
He takes no damage.
Well, that's an
His
efficient
arms
use.
are now just stuck together and he has to move like this.
I'm just
No.
gonna keep on trying to make it my packed weapon through my arms.
He looks at you and goes, "I love fucking with you people." He snaps his fingers again and it's back on the table.
Okay, I'm just gonna continue.
And you see the goblin just kind of feeling his forehead, making sure there's no hole.
I'm just gonna continue making this my packed weapon.
He looks at you and says, "Having fun over there?"
Not really.
Anyway, I built the forge. It's ready.
Perfect.
Yeah, and then I probably don't need this then. I stopped making it.
Oh, no, continue. Anyway, who's that guy?
That's the guy who originally told me where you were.
Huh. Interesting. He looks familiar, doesn't he?
I don't know why, but I want to call him Mr. Sandman.
You just say Mr. Sandman?
That's the dream guy, isn't it?
Yes.
Mr. Sandman, won't you?
What's the time guy? I know there's a time guy from something.
Dio?
No,
From
no.
JoJo?
Oh my god,
I mean,
stop.
yes.
He can control time.
Stop with JoJo.
Yes.
Every single reference, I swear. Is
I
this
don't-
JoJo? JoJo?
Is that a JoJo reference?
I don't know why, but I get the feeling I feel the sudden urge to call him Dio.
Both Magic Man and the man give you a weird look.
You broke the fourth wall. Congratulations. Now Magic Man must kill you because he's the only one allowed to break the fourth wall.
What about the goblin?
The
The
goblin
goblin
hasn't.
broke the fourth wall.
When?
Once, like early into the session.
Oh, I don't remember it.
I don't. Where did it break? How?
I don't know. I'm
Actually,
confused.
twice. Once when you got your arm snapped out by the fan, he said the goblin did it. I mean, that's kind of, but not really.
Like,
I don't know.
Actual
Anyway,
in-game,
let's
actual
continue
in-game
on our way.
actions is what I'm talking about.
So the Magic Man looks to the group and says, "The forge is ready."
Perfect.
So, shall we head over?
We shall, I think.
Magic
He says
Man
he-
snaps his fingers, and you're all in this large stone room
Even the
with a almost lava river going across the room on one side.
even the one guy.
No,
I look
But,
at.
so we all just disappear
I
and
just-
he's like,
I just
pretty
don't.
much.
I just don't Magic Man. By the way, that guy was looking for you.
Oh, well, shit. I'll get him in a minute.
Um,
There are anvils lining the walls with hammers, and there's weapons all over the walls, and
I just
alloys by the anvils.
look at the lava hungrily.
This is a lot more than I was expecting.
Don't ask.
I mean, it did take him
I'm
24
coming.
hours, so I mean, I actually had to make some stuff.
Well, no, it took him less than it, right?
It took him about 18, 19 hours to do.
Oh, okay.
It's beautiful.
Magic Man says, "Well, of course. It just took a while to get the lava from the volcano."
Ooh, that's right. There is a volcano, isn't there?
Very nice.
So, this is all for you to use. I do not care. If you excuse me, I have everything to deal with. He snaps his fingers and he's gone.
Do I know how to forge weapons?
No.
I do.
He's pretty much the only one that does.
So-
Couldn't I understand how to? Couldn't I understand the basics of enchanting from the past values of magic? Like, you know.
You would have a decent idea on how enchantments work, but enchanting a weapon is different than just knowing how an enchantment works.
Alright. What do I have in terms of alloys and metals?
So much.
Well, you have your 200 titanium coins. There are large bars of steel by all the anvils. There is molten iron in a large container by the molten river. And there's also a large bowl-looking structure in the center of the room made for mixing alloys.
Alright, I'm requisitioning the fighter, in the bard, and you. Because I'm assuming Rock and Catnap they didn't get teleported here.
Joker's there,
Right, Joker's
and
there.
the goblin,
Anyone who can haul shit. I need your help.
which is pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
Except the
Everybody.
goblin with like an 8 strength.
I have a -1 in strength.
So does the goblin. Joker has a 10 though. She's
I can attempt to help, but I can't
Alright.
make any promises.
Essentially, I'm gonna try to forge the titanium first. Melt that down.
Okay.
I want to make first a dagger.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna ask Joker what she needs. If she'd like some daggers.
Joker says, daggers wouldn't be too bad. You wouldn't mind.
2,
Yes.
3 daggers. And what else do I have titanium for?
Well, we'll at least start figuring all this out.
I'd say about 30 coins per dagger. so-
Somebody's getting a call.
In character, for once, Scorn, would it be possible if for you to show me how to forge things?
I think
It's
it's
always
probably
been
at work.
interesting.
Oh my god.
If you wanna look, then
Dude.
come ahead and try. But I'm not letting you practice with any of the titanium.
That sounds like a bad idea anyway.
It seems like the magic man's given us a plentiful supply of iron.
So, we're going to go ahead and say, just for the sake of keeping things simple, each titanium coin is going to be worth essentially 1 point,
Okay.
basically. So you can spell down all of them for 200 points
Okay.
of metal. Whoops. A dagger is going to cost you roughly 3 points. Something like a short sword would cost you around 5, long sword maybe 8 or 9.
How much would full plate?
Full plate would probably take all of the titanium.
That would be 20 AC, right?
It'd be 18, and then if you have a shield, it could be 20.
Oh. Well, isn't plate mail naturally 19?
No, it's 18.
Oh.
Doesn't it depend on dexterity?
Well,
as
it'd be titanium, so
It's heavy. It's heavy armor, so dexterity doesn't matter.
It'd be going by. Well, it'd be titanium. Going by past rules, it'd get +1, so it'd be 19.
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay, so that's 3 daggers, and you said that was 1.
That'd be 9 points.
3 point each.
3 points. So that'd be
Okay.
9 for 3 daggers.
Okay, 191.
Would he be able to make little claws for Kazooie? Or a little
He could.
thing that would be able to
Desiree,
make his beak sharp?
What?
do you use a shield?
I don't know.
She's a fighter. I believe she can.
She can use a shield, yes.
Joker cannot.
I have a warlock with the Pact of the Blade feature.
Joker says, "Do you think you could put some of that metal in my armor?" Essentially making studded leather armor.
Scouted leather?
Are you asking if I
Yes.
have one or if I?
If you can use one.
I think.
So how much would studded leather armor be compared to
Warlock and
normal?
shield, so yeah.
Okay.
That just gives her
Yeah.
+1 to AC.
She's
But
proficient with shields.
studded
yes.
leather, isn't like the whole crafting process for that, like the metal needs to be woven into the leather?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to
So
do
you
that.
wouldn't be able to do that probably.
I would need fresh leather.
Well, she has her armor.
I mean, like,
You would need.
I would need to tan the leather and put it in with fresh tanned leather.
Indeed.
Are there any tanning stations in this forge?
It's a forge. It's not.
We also don't have any leather.
We could make some.
Would you
Unless
be
you're offering your own, then good luck.
But
Would you be able to make something for Kazooie to make his beak sharper?
Beak?
Yeah, he can peck people, dealing a decent amount of damage.
Probably not the beak, but the claws. I can make claw rakes.
That would be appreciated, thank you.
Is there a door on this place?
There isn't.
There's not. How high are the walls?
Very.
It's a dome.
It's a dome.
It is.
Can we see out of this dome, or is it all concrete?
No, it's all concrete.
Okay, so we cannot get in or out of this place.
Without magic wand.
Yes. Wait.
How much is the claw rakes?
We'd say probably 5 titanium.
Okay.
So 5 plus 9.
At 186.
Yep. I'm keeping track of it. Don't worry.
I would like to make a titanium quarterstaff. I
Since
mean,
it's
like a rod of titanium that I
Yeah.
literally just bonk people over the head with.
I would say, since it's just essentially a huge chunk of it, if you're making the handle out of it as well, not just the end.
I can. How about this? Just caps for the one I currently have, like titanium bonking caps.
I'd say 10 would do for that.
Alright. I'm gonna write down everything that's been done.
Wait, 3 daggers, wall things.
3 daggers, claws, and quarterstaff caps.
Yep.
Okay. Anyone else want anything made out of titanium? Am I gonna have to roll for any of this stone?
You will.
I mean,
So
can
it's
I get a
possible to
shield?
make it poorly and you have to remake it.
Is shield made out of titanium? Good.
Maybe
Will
one
be.
extra AC. But can you currently like use a shield? Like is your weapon you have right now like one-handed?
Yeah, longsword is one-handed. You can either one-hand or two-hand it.
I'm forgetting what I would use for weapons.
So are you gonna get her a shield?
Yeah, do you want a big shield or a regular shield?
I don't know.
A bigger shield will slow you down when you're in combat, but it gives more AC.
Only one. It gives you an extra 1 AC.
And then a small shield would just be essentially a regular shield. No debuffs or anything.
Then I'll just take small one.
Small shield. I would say about 25 for that one. 25 for a small shield and probably 40 for a big shield.
Other than a short sword, that's all I can think of. But
Could I
You
make?
said there was silver, right?
There's no silver.
Oh, shit.
There's steel and iron.
That's
So the monk, if he wore titanium fisticuffs or something, would that?
Could just give him like titanium claws like Kazooie has. Since he's bigger, it'd take a little more.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be like still better for him just to use fists?
Well, it wouldn't really be a weapon, you'd just be upgrading his unarmed strike by a little bit.
Does he even use it, or doesn't he just do the monk punch?
Well, then you could just give him like titanium knuckles.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
You could do that.
how much would a great axe be for rock?
Since you're actually making a massive axe.
Probably like 50 or 100.
Not quite 100, but probably closer to 50.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I just realized this.
I'd say we wait for them to get here so we can put that on their character sheets.
You said the goblin has a longbow, right?
Yes.
It has disadvantage on every roll.
That's why he can't hold it. He has to stick it in the ground to
Okay.
shoot with it.
That's what I was making sure of. I just
Okay.
saw that.
No, I think I'm still gonna make the great axe and claws or knuckles. I mean,
For both of those, I'd say 60 points.
good.
You've got 91 points left. Could give the goblin a titanium short sword.
Nope. I'm already mad at that goblin.
What are you getting from this?
Shield.
Shield. Could give her a titanium longsword.
I'm not proficient in shields.
Neither is Joker. Joker's getting daggers. So
You get my daggers.
that's about all she's getting.
Short swords. How much would the damage increase be for a short sword?
You would just deal a bonus, probably 1 or 2 damage.
Okay.
Be a
Make
slight
a-
increase.
Small titanium idol for when it is to replace my holy symbol.
So how big do you want this idol to be?
Statue sized.
About the size of that?
Probably about 3 coins.
Would be, I'd say, 5. 5 points.
Alright. Everything else will just be used to remake fuck ups.
Okay.
And I'll
Only
be.
person better than.
Alright, this is the list.
I'll just be watching.
Alright.
So that's everything.
So-
then?
I'll be watching him closely to see if I learn anything.
I'm just like looking over
Because
the weapons.
you are proficient in this, because you were a blacksmith.
Does he get advantage?
Not advantage, but we'll say every roll you have a +7
Oh wow.
Okay.
to the d20. So,
So
first,
What would
let's
happen if
go
you got a
with-
nat 20 plus 7? Would that just be an extra?
I'm trying to
perfect
make a
weapon?
dagger. I make 2 daggers on accident.
One of them is apparently magical.
make your
It's
first
glowing
dagger.
and talking. Scan sentience. 18.
18 on the roll.
So you make this dagger very well, very sturdy. Next dagger.
19 on the roll.
19.
Very well, very sturdy. Next dagger.
19.
12 on the roll.
Very well.
So it's a 19 total.
That's good.
Next
That's not
claw.
wrong.
3 and 10.
They are imperfect, but they still could be used as weapons.
Alright.
Not as strong as they could be, but
Alright. Knuckles.
next was quarterstaff caps.
Ooh, right. 8. 7, 15.
Made well. Next is
12.
her shield.
12 on the shield. 19.
19. Well made. The great axe.
15.
Well made. Knuckles.
8.
Yeah.
So that's 15 still.
Well made. And now your idol.
A 15. So that'd be 22.
Very well made.
Are you going to try and reforge the clothes?
Everything was well made except for the claws. Yeah.
It was only a 10.
Yeah. Alright, make the claws.
Alright.
Please be a nat 20. I want to see this.
15.
Ooh.
Very well made.
Nice.
So you make everything
Pretty well.
Pretty well.
Except for the perfect, almost perfect dagger.
You still have 81 points of titanium to use.
Does anybody want anything?
I would like a rapier if that is possible.
Or a rapier. What do you want to be made of titanium? Like what parts of it? Just the tip, the entire blade, perhaps everything, including the
So I can
handle.
make like an edge liner, essentially.
I don't have a rapier to start with, so
So you have to make the whole thing.
I'd definitely be using iron or steel for the handle.
yeah.
Okay.
And then it would just be a rapier blade made out of titanium.
Alright. The blade, I would say 15 points. So, first, let's roll for the handle of the rapier.
16 on the die.
Very well made. Now the blade.
3 on the die. I'm rerolling that.
Not very well made.
I mean, it's still a 10.
Nat 1.
It's usable.
7.
Bit better.
Out and rolling now.
It's good.
That's good. Alright.
Not as good as it could be, but still good.
And I roll to see. Well.
You have 51 points still.
Does anybody really need anything? Because other than, I mean, daggers seem to be what we're going through the fastest, but
I mean, I'm gonna speak personally. I think having them left over in case one of us does break our weapon would always be a good idea.
Joker Joker says, do you think it would be a decent idea to have a lockpick?
Ooh, a titanium lockpick.
Not entirely sure what a titanium lockpick would do over a regular lockpick, but
It'd be harder to break.
I'm
You
not the
shut the
thief
mic.
here.
What?
I'm not the thief here. If you want one, I'll try to make one. Never exactly made a lockpick before. I'm a blacksmith that makes armor and weapons.
Well, I just appreciate the intent.
Alright.
3 points for a lockpick.
Alright.
Roll with this one.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Seems to be lucky for him.
Give it 10.
So it's well made. Very well made.
Nice.
So she has a lockpick now.
How long was it charging for? Like 10 minutes?
Yeah, 10 minutes.
Well, see if you can do anything.
I'll try and make an iron
I wanna help
Surprised
him.
it charged it that fast.
Like I wanna stand over his
I'm
shoulder.
surprised
and
it, I
try
mean, I'm
to
not surprised because I mean, it is a computer charger.
I'll try and
But,
make
like, surprised at the same time.
3 iron well, 7 iron daggers.
7.
Yes.
Lucky number.
I was surprised that my phone was
Yeah.
overheating.
You're
I
making
like
them
that.
iron.
Yes, iron.
Okay.
So a bit less quality than steel and titanium, but we have
You have a +3 to all of your rolls.
+3 to all of the rolls.
Sorry.
19 for the first
I don't
one.
need money.
Well made.
With the +3, I'm going to be including the number.
You're like,
Well made.
Very
hey,
well
that's
made.
super worth it. That's me, it's,
And that one,
I was scared that they were
That's
gonna
The blade is shattered.
Not entirely sure how you went from
What is
one
it?
to the other, but learn from your mistakes.
I'll do my best. 15 +3 would be 18.
Very well made.
It was.
If this is a nat 1 again, I will try. 19 +3 is 22.
Extremely well made.
We're picking up this stride, boy.
Oh, that doesn't so much.
20. Nat 20.
And I'm like, so when you
Perfectly
look around this
made.
entire room, you see there's this
Move
one
this.
certain spot
Yeah.
that has
How many
Got the
was-
heart of a
one
blacksmith.
thing missing.
I really doubt, I mean, I wouldn't doubt
I don't know how to
they're
respond to
put it
that in
just
character.
because you got it for a time.
So let's just say I said thank you or something that would have fit well, because I got none. I'm like,
I mean, I think a lot of people.
I mean,
would
you
do
did
this,
just roll a
honestly. I wouldn't
20
do this.
on making something.
I'm talking
And I
about
like
something
two
this
19s.
big
yeah, I'm not used to
in
receiving
the corner of
compliments
the room
Yeah.
at all.
where it's not super.
I didn't think I'd be giving them to you.
5 +3, that's 8.
Badly made.
It's a dagger.
It's a dagger.
This is the last one.
13 +3 is 16.
Well made.
So,
As you all have been doing that, Joker's kind of been tinkering for herself. Not doing very well, but trying.
Trying.
how many iron daggers would I have that wouldn't be scrapped? So take out 2, that'd be 5.
You have 5, yes.
I would like to roll to try to make something while imbuing magic into it. Trying to put my power into a dagger that I'm making out of iron.
Okay, I'm gonna have you roll 3 times.
Okay.
Your first roll has no modifiers at all. Nope. Roll that again.
Yeah.
Roll up fucking table.
18.
Okay. Roll again with no modifiers.
11.
And then roll again with your Arcana modifier.
Off the table.
14.
It was off the table. We counted one earlier, and after that, yikes, that's an 8.
You said Arcana modifier, so what is
That's what I'm saying.
with your Arcana?
Okay. It's 5:30, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I'm keeping track.
We're stopping at 6, go and get some food, and if everyone's willing, come back and
I want to take a nap.
Same.
I'm tired.
So
we're doing
you-
a lot of prepping actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed. I was hoping we'd get into the forest today, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
I mean, I think it's better we prep anyway if we're gonna get our freaking asses kicked twice.
Yeah, like,
No, this party definitely could have survived in the forest.
Oh.
Definitely. No
Well,
problem.
I mean, I wouldn't have had a dagger though.
So when you make the dagger, it's a little shoddy. The handles, it's not quite attached perfectly, but enough that it's going to be able to not snap on contact.
So the two rolls that I made very well I end up badly, and then the one that I made badly is gonna even end up even worse.
And when you attempted to imbue it with magic, you could start feeling an evil presence come from the dagger.
Wait, what is it?
Is that you, great old one?
You hear something, like whispering.
Ah, yes. This one goes in my backpack.
Joker perks up and says, "Did you hear something?"
No.
I don't trust that for a second.
Alright.
I pulled the dagger back out.
What the fuck?
Everybody starts hearing the whispering.
What the hell is wrong with that dagger?
It's a friend.
You see the goblins smiling at it.
The goblin's smiling at it. We have to destroy it.
Hand it over.
What?
Hand it over.
Joker runs over and grabs your arms.
Ah.
Hand it over.
I'm
It was
running.
like about to.
You especially can't have this.
I'm walking over to rip the dagger out of your hand.
I was getting ready to hand it over, and then he's like grabbed my arm, and I'm like,
I'm
okay.
following
She.
Joker's
Joker's a she right now.
Yeah, she grabbed my arm, and I was like, I'm like extending it over.
So you take the dagger.
I
No.
was just gonna say, I would warn you that you might not want to try to temper with this, because I did imbue magic into it when I was creating it. It might
Call
explode.
for Magic Man.
So you're calling for Magic Man. After about 3 or 4 seconds, he pops up in the middle of the room looking around. Somebody call?
Yeah.
What is the problem?
Plant Man and tried to enchant a dagger, and now it's whispering.
Yeah, that's not supposed to happen. What did you do?
He cursed it. He cursed it. I believe he cursed it.
Magic Man walks over and grabs the dagger, turns it around and stabs himself with it, and then yanks it out, and drops it on the ground, and you see it start to absorb the blood. That's an issue!
What did he
Did I
create?
create a demon?
I really wouldn't suggest having that thing around.
I want to try to talk to the dagger in Abyssal.
It
What-
doesn't speak language.
Oh, it just whispers.
Yes.
What is it?
How do I explain this?
Bad?
You put a demon in this blade.
How the hell did you put a demon in a dagger?
I mean, I am a warlock.
Probably better than that.
So what you're saying is that emergency food.
What?
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 If I break the dagger, I get emergency food.
No.
Will it smite my enemies?
You're not keeping this dagger!
Can I sick it on enemies and just let it float throughout a camp?
Magic Man floats it back up to his hand and holds it. You're not keeping the dagger!
Are you?
No, it's getting destroyed!
Aww.
You put a demon in it!
Speaking of that, mind showing me how to destroy it? And enchant a new one?
Oh, of course.
Well, better than that, can I just try and make 3 steel blades?
Sure. Magic Man walks over to one of the anvils, puts it down, and you see him pull some sort of glowing blade out of his backpack.
It's a holy blade.
And he slashes at the space between the handle and the blade to cut it in half so now the blade is on its own. He pulls out the hammer, starts smashing at the blade, and it clearly isn't even denting. So he pulls out this other thing from behind the anvil and starts to scrape at the blade, and you can see some of the runes starting to come off. Slowly but surely. It's a very weak enchantment, so thankfully these are coming off a lot easier than usual. Good. After about 10 minutes, he scrapes off all the runes, and then it looks like a regular dagger. Now you can just smelt it down and reuse the metal, but I don't know if I'd trust it after what I saw that was in there.
By the way, what kind of demon did I trap in there?
Essentially a vampire.
Ooh. So what you're saying is life-stealing sword.
It would absorb blood and then kind of empower itself. And one thing I'm worried about is after seeing something like this before, that after it gets enough blood, it forms its own master.
and comes after you.
Well, yeah, I probably should not do
You
that.
would die. So would the rest of the team.
Ah.
If you stabbed enough people with it anyway.
So, out of character.
Yes.
Would I add the +3 or not?
No, because scoring is not with you now. So it
Okay.
would just be flat rolls.
Right. So that's how to disenchant things. Is he gonna show me how to enchant things?
Yes, so I'm gonna do this first though, because that was like a 10-minute span of him taking those runes off.
I made one dagger and rolled a 12, one a 19, and one a 17.
All of the 17 and 19 are made especially well, and the 12 is made decently well.
Alright, so we got 3 steel daggers.
I'm gonna do it again.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna try to make a
So Magic Man's distracted with scoring, and he's showing you how to enchant these weapons.
and I'm just over here.
He pulls into his backpack and pulls out a bunch of runes. He says, so what you're gonna want to do,
And what are these runes on?
they're just stones.
Okay.
Basically, they're glowing stones with symbols on them. He says, so I want you to go ahead and just make a blade. Any blade that you...
I'm just gonna grab one of the ones that he made, the iron ones.
I'll hand one of the medium ones over.
Now I want you to heat up the blade to the point that it's not quite molten, but malleable.
Alright, that'll be done.
He hands you one of the runes. He says, now you need to make sure that you're a bit careful, but you need to implant the side of the stone that has the rune on it into the blade.
Alright.
Now, when you do this, make a strength check. It's going to try and force you away.
Strength is 5. 16.
You manage to hold the blade in place, but you can definitely feel it pushing back on you. And it's very strong. You can feel like you can barely hold it in place.
Tough work.
So, after about 3 minutes, the rune should be implanted into the blade. And then you're going to want to let it cool down, of course. So while they're doing this, what the fuck did you roll?
I didn't roll yet. I was waiting.
Roll, damn it!
While he's doing that, can I,
How fucked are we?
13.
Okay?
can I make a platinum dagger?
13.
Okay?
13, please.
6.
Oh!
Plus my Arcana, so 10.
Okay, it's not too bad.
Anyone else realize he got 2 13s, which are considered a very unlucky number?
Yes.
So you make, what is it, a dagger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dagger itself is made well. Like it could actually be used in combat.
But now it's whispering.
It isn't whispering.
Oh.
It's screaming.
It's not screaming. It's not doing anything.
Oh.
It's glowing.
So it's
It's
just
not glowing either.
normal.
Nope.
I'll let you think that. As you two are making the blade, you notice Magic Man kind of perks up. Did you make another blade?
Yes!
Damn it! What'd you do?
I'm not sure. It doesn't seem to be doing anything.
That's the most dangerous kind.
He walks over and takes the blade from you.
I haven't even picked it up yet. It's still sitting on the forge.
He still takes the blade from you.
Yeah. Takes it before I have a chance to take it.
Yes.
What's this
You
one?
need to stop making things!
What's this one do?
Magic Man cuts his hand and just kind of looks at it. He looks at the blade. Nothing seems to be happening.
Did I make a normal one?
I feel very concerned that it's not doing anything.
Magic Man again cuts his hand and nothing happens.
As in nothing?
Can you try?
Well, it's cutting his hand, but
Okay,
nothing unusual
I thought
is
you meant it was
happening.
just fucking phasing through.
That would be great.
Did it make an unhealable wound or?
I don't know, let's find out. Magic Man pulls out one of his healing potions, downs it, and his hand heals. No, it doesn't seem to be doing anything.
That's what worries me the most.
Maybe it's because I'm a god. Maybe that's the problem. Who wants to volunteer themselves?
I mean, he is.
I
the
have
one
to
who
die
made
by
it.
my own creations.
He is the one who made it.
Stand still! He slashes you with the blade. What is your armor class?
13.
He hits.
It's Magic Man. He always hits.
He rolled a 6.
That's at least a +7.
You're just dying. You feel the blade go across your chest.
Ah.
And you
You
take...
feel it cut into your very soul.
4, then plus whatever.
You take 11 damage.
I'll be right back.
Yikes.
Can you hear your own voice in that?
Yes.
How does it not bug the shit out of you?
Do you want to put him on?
No, I don't want to hear my own voice in my ears.
So you said
Is it like
Sounds
immediate or
really
is it
weird.
like delayed? Like, can you hear
So it's
yourself
like-
talking, but then like is it like an echo?
It's not an echo. It's pretty like spot on. It's pretty.
Okay, so yeah, you
That
you
took-
barely even notice it. It's
You
like
barely notice. It's pretty much
Okay, I kind
immediate.
of do want to hear it.
yeah.
It's pretty much immediate, so you don't notice your own voice.
That took like half my health.
Speak.
Yeah, so you can kind of like you hear both
can't-
sides of it, right?
Yeah. Okay, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
I still don't like hearing my own voice. I hate
Yeah.
it.
Kind of bullshit, isn't it? Yeah. For those of you who didn't know, we just passed the headphones around, so everyone can hear their own voices. Anyway.
Cause they like where I work at Walmart, whenever we did stuff over the intercom, you could hear yourself, and it was like fucking delayed as shit. So you would say hello, then like 2 seconds later you just hear yourself say hello. So like while you're talking, you'd
Well,
be like
it's 'cause
saying
it's
the
wired
sentence.
in. If it was Bluetooth, that would probably be happening. But
Yeah, I mean, I was just wondering. I was curious, but yeah, I fucking hated it. I hated doing it over the intercom because I'd be saying something. I had to cover my ears and try and talk at the same time because if I heard myself talking, I'd get confused and then I wouldn't be able to say what I was trying to say, and it was fucking hell. I hated it.
So,
What did I miss?
as
Or
you
talk
all
about-
are slashing each other with this dagger,
I'm not.
Joker is kind of looking terrified and backing away.
No, what happened?
What I noticed, Joker. What actually?
Pretty much everybody's noticed Joker. It's a very plain room. It's hard not to notice.
What is she doing?
Backing away.
She's backing away from the blade and
Am I
she's
going
looking
to
at it.
explode?
And then she summons Arsene behind her.
Oh, wait, so everyone can see it now?
Everyone now sees Arsene.
Also, she's a good. She's an Azamar as well.
Yeah.
You're
So-
an angel.
Yeah.
That's
So I'm guessing
Yeah.
Joker's the only one who
Angel.
can see what just happened.
Isn't one of you a fallen Azamar?
Yeah, yeah.
She is.
I don't. How does that work? And what am I?
You fucking died.
You're kind of like an evil angel, essentially.
So I mean, does that mean like angels hate me or do angels like me? I don't.
Usually,
Angels don't like you, and you also don't like demons, and demons don't like you, and Joker's basically a demon.
You're a wild card.
Put down on your character sheet you have 48 points of titanium left, by the way. So I'm gonna close the calculator. So,
Wait, -3 because I'm gonna make.
so
it
what happened to me?
we're gonna have to wait a minute for that.
I'm just like, so Joker, what's wrong?
She doesn't speak.
That's not a good sign.
Arsene stops glowing.
I'll back away
Oh.
from all of them, but not
He
Joker's
seems faint.
Yeah, that's not
Who
good.
thinks?
Arsene. He's kind of like a ghost, essentially, and he's slowly kind of disappearing.
That's not good.
From what?
Probably from dagger slash.
I'll be backing away from these idiots slashing themselves, but
I'm not
I'm-
slashing myself.
I'm the only one who's gotten slashed here.
Yeah, you are.
but
Other than
Magic
Man
Man
doing.
looks at Joker and says,
I'm backing the heck away.
"There's a reason for this, isn't there? Who wants to slash Joker with this knife?"
Nope.
I don't think that's a good
Has she
idea.
got slashed already, or
She hasn't now.
then why is she? Wait, why is that happening to her?
Joker kind of looks terrified at Magic Man.
I'm gonna guess then, from what you're saying, is that this knife is literally the opposite of what I just made.
I think this dagger has something to do with that little demon behind her. It's like they're more scared of this dagger than they are of anything else. I've never seen Joker this terrified of anything.
Are you saying it's a holy dagger?
Seems like it.
So you're saying that me, somebody who is not holy, crafted something holy.
Yeah, I'm a little confused as well.
As much as
Because last time you imbued your dagger with a goddamn vampire, I'm a little terrified to know what you did this time.
It just turns out to be. So what I'm hearing is that this is a good dagger for the paladin.
Maybe.
or one of the. I don't know.
I still want to know what happens if she gets slashed with this thing.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I think it's a great
I'm
idea.
grabbing the dagger and I'm walking up to Joker, mainly to Arsene.
Joker
Wait.
pulls out her hand crossbow and points it at you.
Why do you have a demon sticking out of you?
I don't think that's any of your concern.
It very much is.
She points it at your head.
Can I ignore all this and just craft some daggers?
I
Like,
go and
far,
craft another dagger.
like far,
Magic Man grabs you and throws you into the center,
like far
Why?
away,
in the bowl.
like as
Wait,
far
in the
away.
hole. What hole?
What? Oh,
There's a
the
giant
bowl.
bowl in the center.
Oh, bowl.
Yes!
Isn't that
Yeah.
full of lava?
No, it's not.
Oh.
That's where all the alloys get mixed.
Ah.
I
There's
just
nothing
want,
in there right now.
I just want to get as far away from Joker as possible right now. So I'm just on the other side of the room, crafting 3 more iron daggers.
Oh wait, this is out of character, but like, I'm still kind of like confused on what my character's supposed to feel about this. Do I?
That's up to you.
Yeah.
You can literally feel how you
Fallen
want.
Azamar, so you don't like demons, you don't like angels, so technically you shouldn't. You don't
You
like him,
Yeah.
and you don't like. And
But I'm very charismatic. I'm annoying but endearing.
It's mainly just your character's choice, because not even though you might be a fallen Azamar, that wouldn't mean that specifically means you wouldn't like them. It depends on how you want your character to act.
Okay, then I'll just like everyone. I don't really care. I don't.
That's not interesting.
Yeah.
How dare you?
It's fucking a lot easier than going anti-party because someone has a demon hanging out of their
Arsene makes me very angry, but I still won't hurt someone unless they give me a reason.
Lass, we've been sleeping with you for the past 2 days. I want to know why there's a demon behind you.
Okay, before anything else, Banjo calls out from the other side of the room. You might want to reword the way you said that.
Shut up. Now tell me, right now, why?
This demon will kill you.
And
And I'm not
answers
afraid to
my
do it.
question.
Because it doesn't need to be known.
Tell me.
She doesn't say anything.
I take a step forward. I drop the dagger. Like, I don't drop it, but I, like, lower it. But I do take a step forward.
She takes a step back.
I take a step towards a forge.
Magic Man grabs you and lifts you up. Says, I have an idea for you.
Do I get to be turned into a dagger?
He chucks you at the paladin.
Yeet!
I wanna make an opportunity attack
On him?
on you.
Wait.
What I want to do is very
Wait.
specific.
I have a question.
Uh-oh.
Which way is he facing?
He would be facing away from you.
Wouldn't know until I started yelling yeet.
I want to roll for perception.
No, you would definitely know that Magic Man just launched something at you.
Yeah,
And you could just step out of the way.
I'm gonna
I
die.
could step out of the way, or I'd use an opportunity attack to stick him onto my glaive.
Yikes. Are you
Holy crap.
actually trying to kill me here?
Probably. Yeah, I got.
I mean, I just made a holy dagger, which you are now whole.
I'm kind of just on edge here.
Make an attack. Try. Go ahead.
5.
Nope.
Yay! I would have also had to roll a d10 if he did hit me.
So as he's barreling towards you, he goes straight through you.
Okay.
Am I going back into the ground again?
And now you're headed toward Joker.
Oh, boy.
no.
Hello.
And Joker's gonna try and dodge out of the way. She makes it. She got a 21.
Ah!
And you crash into the wall.
And now you have a dagger in your hands.
And you hear Magic Man yell, God damn it!
Lass, what would this dagger do? Why are you scared of it?
I don't know, but since he's acting up, clearly there's something wrong.
Look. If this idiot on the wall can make this and it scares a demon, I'm a little curious.
I'm a very big idiot.
I'm gonna throw the dagger at you.
I dodge.
You're in
You're
the
in the
wall!
Oh, then I have half cover.
He's not wrong.
I'm throwing the dagger at your ass.
I'm going to phase.
Not this again.
Again.
Roll for attack.
Hold up. Use this dice, please.
Oh no.
Another fucking 5. Wait, what's my? Do I have 7?
It's dex. Daggers are dex based.
God damn it.
So you chuck it and it barely goes anywhere.
Yeah.
Don't throw my daggers.
Magic Man says, "You're not really built for that, are you?"
Not really. No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Did I get out of the wall?
Maybe this would work for you. Look up. And there's a 10-foot long dagger above you. Shut that!
Oh
It
no!
slowly lowers upon you.
Can I get
I'm
out of the
wield
wall?
this bitch like a spear.
I'm gonna just get out of the
Good
wall.
strength to
Make
this
sure-
one.
Strength.
Make sure to roll 13.
20.
You chuck the dagger at him, and it hits him. Roll for damage. 1d12 plus strength.
Holy crap!
Hey, somebody's still gonna hit Joker with the
Where's
dagger.
my-
'Cause I'm
No,
still,
everyone's kind of fucking around now.
I'm
Those are
still
what I got
kind
for
of
the,
curious.
How much in strength do you have?
Plus 5.
What?
I'm dead.
Those
I
are
have
the
a-
weapons that
I rolled a
you have.
10.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said I'm
18,
dead.
17.
So he just killed me.
Yeah.
Magic Man brings you back to life.
Okay.
Full
Alright.
health.
Unique.
2 well made, 1 made.
Yes.
Other
I'm
than the
still
fact that
curious
I think
what
my
was gonna
computer
happen
just restarted.
if it hits her.
Well, Joker just gets out of the way.
It's a pretty big dagger.
Joker draws her 2 daggers and takes a dodge stance.
Can't Magic Man just summon a...
Isn't Victorine also
Weaker-
curious?
The
Is
holy
it-
dagger right now
Yes.
is on the ground.
Can't Magic Man just summon a weaker demon and stab it to see what would happen?
No, I cannot. Sadly. The
Fine.
demons are under somebody else's domain.
Oh wait, what happened to the demon
I just
dagger?
said, kick me out of the wall and let me work.
Can we
No!
stab? Can we
But we can
stab the
create
demon
another
dagger
one.
with the holy dagger?
You can try.
Wait, would it still? So wait.
Wait,
it
what
still
would
have-
happen?
That's what everyone's trying to figure out.
Would it still
Joker
have
won't
residual
get near
properties?
anybody. What?
Would the dagger still keep some residual properties?
What dagger?
The one that you scrub the runes off of?
No.
No. Okay.
It's Magic Man. He gets it all off. Don't worry.
I want to get out of the wall.
Somebody should
Okay.
stab the demon dagger with the holy dagger.
The
Demon
demon
dagger.
dagger with the holy dagger.
I like how I've made both a demon dagger and a holy dagger now.
Hey, Magic Man,
What?
what would happen if you stabbed the demonic dagger with the holy dagger?
Well, since the demonic dagger is just kind of an actual dagger now, nothing.
Um,
Damn it.
I took the runes off of it.
Am I out of the
You think
wall?
I'm gonna let that thing go wild?
No.
because I don't want to deal with it later.
Am I out of the wall?
Yes, he doesn't notice you.
Okay. I'm going over to a forge.
He notices you.
Quietly.
If he makes another demonic dagger, what would happen if he stabbed it with the holy dagger?
Who knows?
We should test this out.
Magic Man grabs you.
Why?
He picks you up with his own form of mage hand.
Oh boy.
You're not touching another forge!
Why not?
Because no!
But I made that one.
Yes, and I don't like either dagger that you've made so far.
But maybe I'll make one in the middle.
No, you won't.
Magic
You're fair.
Man, could you just silence him? Tape? on his
Understood!
mouth?
Snaps his fingers and your mouth is gone. It's just flesh.
I just start talking in his head. I just start talking in Scorn's head because of this request. So you thought you could silence me?
You hear Magic Man's voice. I can do that as well! He takes away your power.
Yes.
Damn it.
I took away your power to telekinesis. Ha!
I'm just gonna silently.
I'm thinking angry thoughts.
I'm just gonna make a titanium dagger while you all are doing
You
this.
see Magic Man look over and says, I can hear you! You're the asshole!
No.
It's the fun part.
Who are you talking to, Magic Man or Joker?
He
the
did
only
say
female
last.
in the room.
Hey, hey,
I am also.
Dawn.
Yeah.
I thought your character was male.
She changed it.
I changed it, yeah.
Oh. Alright. Well, look. You look like a good lass. I don't want to do this. But that demon's
They're
infested.
so
my body.
intense. You guys need to hit
What the
cactus.
fuck?
I won.
Rematch.
That was 3.
Yes.
Of two ties.
You look like you
How about
say-
no?
What?
I'm DM.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
I just won the right to make daggers against him.
No! No!
Magic Man will stop both of you, so shut up.
I can't feel the bottom way.
Because you're hitting it so hard.
Just tell me what that thing is doing.
It's just something that I can use. Makes me stronger. Makes my attacks more potent.
Is it a demon?
Yes.
Should have lied to me.
If you want to try and kill me, feel free.
I don't want to kill you. I don't want to lay a hand on you. I want that demon out here.
I'm making an iron short sword.
Well, I can't put him away. He won't
Making
go.
pacts with a demon is never good.
Well, he is the only reason that we've lived so far.
I struggle to get out of the mage hand. Fair enough.
You feel it start to tighten the grip on you.
Where's it grabbing me anyway?
The back of your shirt.
Oh, I just take off my shirt?
I
You notice
suppose-
it's now grabbing you by the neck. And
off.
getting tighter and tighter.
Cuts off his neck.
Wait, I don't have a mouth. I can't do anything.
No, you can't.
I can't make my remarks. No.
Let me ask you one thing. Are you alright?
I'm perfectly fine.
I am now blue.
Like your hair.
He's under my control for
There's
the
no
most
blue
part.
in it.
Once that dagger was made, he went crazy.
If I hadn't been being so lax in my own protocols around an undead, specifically towards magic then,
Magic Man says, I heard that!
I wanted you to hear that.
Oh. Sorry. You shut the fuck up!
It's different, but I'll let it go for now.
I suggest you do because you don't have a chance against me.
We'd see.
Joker takes out both of her daggers. Magic Man's here.
I put my plan away.
Even if we kill each other, he can bring us back.
Is he going to?
She looks at Magic Man and goes, I want to see a fight!
Are you
I don't want to fight.
Oh, you were gonna try to use the dagger I made.
No.
Good, because it deals double damage to her. Because she
Holy-
has Arsene. As long as Arsene is summoned, it deals double damage.
Wait, wouldn't this do more damage against undead too? Since
No.
it's a bully dagger?
It's Fiend,
Fiend dagger, okay.
which is basically demons.
Okay.
Fuck, if I ever use turn undead or turn fiends, both you idiots are gonna have to run away from me.
Why?
Because it affects Fae and fiends.
Oh yeah, Fae. Elf.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
Joker doesn't know that, so she wouldn't know to run.
But Arsene wouldn't work.
Basically not. She wouldn't be able to use Arsene.
Can you roll this 3 times, please?
Roll
Which
it.
I really don't
Yeah.
suggest picking a fight with her. Because with Arsene summoned, she would, on her first attack, which I'm assuming she would go before you, with her +5 dex and
3 times,
initiative,
please.
Yeah.
she would have advantage on the attack roll, which
Still
would
count
mean
on
that
that.
she would
Not
do 2d4, no, 4d4 plus 7 plus 2d6.
What was that last one?
6. 3 times,
If
please.
I was able to react to that, I would turn into a soul blade.
Then she just picked you up.
Well, like she was like, hit me, use your turn, right?
I need you to roll that 3 times, please.
So Joker looks at you and says, so are we gonna fight or what?
6. No, I'm walking one.
Numbers don't matter. I just need other people to roll it.
Is it getting rid of bad luck on dice?
I have generally bad luck, so I just need other people to
She puts her daggers away.
negate what I did. 3 times, please.
Anyway, spent a few hours here forwarding.
I rolled 2 low, 1 high.
Get some fucking food.
Understood.
See, that worked very well.
So, where's it at? This is my unlucky dice. As it rolls a 20.
Rolls a 20.
It.
So, everyone, we're gonna go over this real quick and then we'll be done.
Shit.
Let's go over what everyone got from the forge.
I've been forging all the while, so I was working on
haven't.
some iron and steel short swords.
I'll just be rolling while I'm not there. I am the DM!
I mean, you didn't say no when I asked.
I was trying to focus on Joker and Scorn.
Alright, then I'll just.
I have made a demon dagger and a fiend, and then one that repels demons.
Yeah, so you got Joker on edge now.
Well, apparently I'm very good at making things that are either
So.
absolutely terrible.
Apparently, I'm really good at making daggers.
So, who all got what? Joker got daggers, and I think you got a dagger.
I got a lot of daggers.
So the daggers now deal +1 damage. Well, depending how it was made.
So, +1.
They were all either good or well quality or perfect.
If it was perfect, it would have been +2, but I don't think there were any perfect daggers.
There was one perfect dagger.
Mine.
Nope.
Yeah, I made a perfect dagger.
I made a perfect titanium dagger. You never used any titanium.
I made a perfect iron dagger.
That wouldn't do much for it. That'd just be a +1. Looks like a regular titanium one.
Yeah. And that is going directly to Joker.
So.
It's a makeup kit.
Now she's even more powerful.
And
So Joker got daggers.
So I've personally never seen the bard use a dagger.
that's because they were destroyed, and I have used daggers.
You tried to skin a thing and it broke.
Yes, but
So
I
your
have
dagger
used
has
daggers
a
in the past.
+1 to damage.
Also, I have 7 iron daggers and 3 steel daggers due to the little making spree.
Your quarterstaff has a +1 to damage.
I made another rapier.
Your rapier does a +1 to
Wait,
damage.
I got a shield, didn't I?
Yes, you get a shield. Which it was a small one, so you get a +2 to AC.
Hold on a second. How do I do that? +2 to AC.
You'll just, while you're
plus-
wielding it, you get +2 to armor class.
Oh.
And because it was a titanium shield rather than just a regular wooden one, not only can it not catch on fire, but you also don't have to spend an action to get it out. You can just get it out whenever.
Wait, I don't have to do what?
Whenever you, like if you get into a fight, you have to take an action to pull something out, like a sword or a shield. But that shield, you don't have to spend an action to get it out. You can just get it out whenever you want.
What time is it?
6:07.
I'll be
So-
right back.
We're going over all this and then we're gonna be done. Where are my dice? My other ones, my red ones.
Do I get to keep the fiend dagger?
No.
Damn.
Magic Man would definitely be taking that.
Does he want it, or
What?
is he going to destroy it?
He's probably gonna destroy it.
What, the holy?
I figured he would take that. To be honest.
Well, no, because he's Magic Man. He doesn't need shit like that.
Nobody could pawn it off to strangers.
Or he could do that. You know, like he tried to do before.
Just encounters a random enemy wielding a dagger, leading the thing, and just recognizes my handiwork.
Yeah, and then scare the shit out of Joker.
Yes.
Ass.
Says it's gonna be destroyed, doesn't destroy it, sells it to some random bandit on the road.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I know this was a longer one, because usually we only do these for about, what, 3 hours? It's been almost 4.
Well, we start at 6 and we don't end till 12, so like 6:30ish, right?
Well, no, because there's always meetings, and the meetings
Oh,
don't
yeah,
start till
that's
6:30, so we usually don't start till 7 or 7:30, and then we only go to about 11.
Go to like 11 or 12 usually.
Not 12. People get tired by 11 and hungry.
About 11:20.
Yeah, we should probably like
Anyway.
bring food sometime
Yeah.
if we want to have a longer session ever.
So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you appreciated the role play that I did this time around rather than all combat, because there's going to be a lot of combat coming up.
So much combat.
A lot of combat.
I'm gonna try to imbue more things with magic
Oh God.
and make things
What is
worse.
this? Can I touch this?
Bye, guys.
Wait, would I be able to?